Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go out to Jack Benny's home in Beverly Hills. At the moment, Jack is out doing his Christmas shopping, and Rochester's just leaving to do his.
Well, I've got all the windows shut. Guess I can go. Uh-oh. What's this on the desk? A letter in Mr. Benny's handwriting. Dear Santa, Christmas is almost here, and it would make me very happy if you gave me a train. When Mr. Benny wants a train, he wants a train. This letter isn't addressed to Santa Claus, it's to Santa Fe. Well, they may send him one. He's mentioned them enough. Well, I'll mail the letter when there's the phone. Mr. Benny's residence, star of stage, screen, radio, and we'll tell you what the thing is for 50 cents.
Hello, this is the credit manager of the Beverly Hills department store.
Yes?
There's a Mr. Jack Benny in my office opening a charge account, and I'm merely calling to verify his identification.
I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. First, would you give me a general description of Mr. Benny?
Yes, sir. He's got muscles like Burt Lancaster, shoulders like Clark Gable, and a chest like Victor Mature.
Wait a minute. Does he look like that to you?
Yes, but after Christmas he shrinks a little.
I see what you're getting at. But now for his actual description. Is he about 5'9"?
Uh-huh.
Does he weigh about 160?
Uh-huh.
Are his eyes blue?
Bluer than the cork in a bottle of grape juice.
Just a moment. Say, they are! Now, just one more question. Does Mr. Benny have a savings account?
Oh, yes, several.
Where?
California Bank, Security Bank, Farmers and Merchants Bank, First National Bank, Citizens Bank, and the Banks of the Wabash.
Banks of the Wabash?
He buried some there when he was a boy.
Oh, well, I think I have enough information. Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, Mr. Benny, it gives me great pleasure to present you with this credit card. We're very proud to have you as one of our customers.
Well, thank you. Come on, Mary, now I can do my Christmas shopping. And I'm going to buy your present first.
Oh, thanks.
Gosh, this store sure is crowded. There's a mob around every counter.
Gee, look at the way those women are pushing.
Yeah, and you know, Mary, I can't understand one thing about women. All year long, they're so helpless. You have to open the door for them. They can't light their own cigarettes. They cling to your arm as you walk down the street. They're as delicate as butterflies. And then, about 2 weeks before Christmas, a mad glint comes into their eyes. Armed with umbrellas for gouging and handbags for slugging, they march down Wilshire Boulevard yelling, "Hit 'em again! Hit 'em again! Harder! Harder!"
Jack, stop kidding.
Kidding? Mary, I was in a department store yesterday, and a little gray-haired old lady, couldn't have been over 5 feet tall, put down her cane and yanked a washing machine right out of my arm. When I tried to stop her, she kicked my hat off.
Well, Jack, it wasn't your washing machine. Why'd you try to stop her?
It was a demonstrator, and my shirt was in it. Now, come on, let's do some shopping.
Okay, I want to buy a Lady Esther makeup kit for my sister Babe and some gloves for myself. I'll see you later.
Okay. Now, let's see. I think I'll buy Mary a watch. Yeah, that'll be nice. Back home again in Indiana, that's where I long to be. When I dream about the moonlight on the Wabash. Gee, I wonder if anybody dug around there lately. Oh, well. Let's see, where's the jewelry counter? I better find out. Oh, I beg your pardon, mister. Are you the floor walker? Will you please tell me where the jewelry counter is?
I can, but I won't.
Why not?
This is my lunch hour.
Your lunch hour?
Certainly. Do you think I always have mayonnaise on my carnation?
Now, wait a minute. I just want to find... Never mind, I'll find it myself. Wise guy, the counter's right in back of me.
How do you do, sir? May I help you?
Yes, I'd like to look at a watch, please.
Is it for a man, a woman, or a dog?
A dog?
This is Beverly Hills, you know.
Well, I want a lady's wristwatch. Not a rich one, a lady's wristwatch. I don't know any dogs.
Well, let's see. Now, here's our new Senator McCarthy model. It has only one hand on it.
One hand? Well, how do you tell time?
Every hour it comes up and slugs you.
Well, it's cute, all right, but I'd like something a little more practical. Say, here's an awfully nice one. I think Mary would really like this.
That's $120.
Oh. With that fly speck, I thought it said 12.
They warned me about you. Put down that fly.
Now, look, miss.
Here's a nice watch for $12.
Well, that's just what I want. I'll take it. Here's your money.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness, I didn't mean to give you cash. I just opened a charge account.
Well, it's too late now. I already rang it up.
Well, all right. Say, this watch is a beauty.
It certainly is. And it has an unbreakable crystal. Here, try it out.
No, I'll take your word for it.
Go ahead. Take this little hammer and hit it.
No, I don't think I ought to, really.
Go ahead. That's why we keep this little hammer here.
Well, all right.
Shall I wrap it up now?
Wrap it up? You mean sweep it up. And give me back my $12.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I cannot return your money.
Oh, you can't. I'll get my money back if I have to...
Just a moment. Oh, Mr. Nelson.
Oh, him again.
What is it, Miss Valley?
This man broke a watch with a hammer, and he wants his money back.
Well, certainly I broke the watch, but she told me to.
She told you to?
Yes.
Well, haven't you got a mind of your own?
Well, certainly I have a mind of my own, but this young lady told me it was unbreakable.
Young? Why, she's 42 if she's a day.
We're not arguing about that. I want my money back.
Oh, give it to him, Miss Valance, before he bites somebody.
Yes.
Here you are. Boy, what a sore loser.
Well, it's certainly a fine store to do business with.
You walked in, Tallulah. Nobody dragged you.
Oh, quiet. Now, where did Mary go? Oh, there she is over there.
I like these. I'll take these suede gloves, please.
Yes, ma'am. That'll be $10.95.
Here you are.
Thank you. Say, aren't you Mary Livingston?
Yes.
You used to work at the May Company, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did.
Well, don't you remember me? Blanche Nudnik?
Oh, yes, you sold garbage disposals.
That's right.
How come you left?
I had to quit. Sales girls were disappearing right and left. Anyway, Mary, since you left the May Company, you sure have gone up.
I've gone, but you've got your directions mixed.
Oh, Mary.
Yes, Jack. Did you get my present?
Not yet, Mary. I'm going to buy Don's present first, but I don't know what to get for him.
Why, Jack, I thought that was settled. Last night when we were all at Ciro's, you put your arm around Don and said, Donzie, you've been such a pal to me that this Christmas I'm going to give you a pair of diamond cufflinks.
Last night I had 4 glasses of sherry. I'm all right now, so where's the handkerchief coming?
Well, you go on, Jack. I'll meet you back here in 50 minutes. What time is it now?
I don't know. I'll find out. Pardon me, can you tell me the time? Thank you. It's 3 o'clock.
Well, what do you know? A Clocker Spaniel.
Yeah. See you later. Well, let's see. I'll get Don some handkerchiefs. Then for Phil...
Hiya, Bud. Long time no see.
Oh, hello. Every time I go shopping, I run to that racetrack tout. Now, let's see. Where's the handkerchief department?
Pardon me, miss. Would you mind waiting on me, please?
Why, yes, sir. What can I do for you all?
Well, honey child, you the same little gal waiting on me last year. You from Alabama, ain't you?
I sure am. Are you all from the South?
Am I all from the South, honey? When I was born, the doctor held me up on my feet and slapped my little ham hock with a candied yam.
Heavens to Jefferson Davis if it ain't little old Phil Harris.
Yeah, that's me. They purchased Louisiana because I was in it. Now, let me see. What can I get for my wife? Have you any suggestions?
Well, here's something very beautiful. Sheer negligee, ankle length and trimmed with lace.
Hey, that looks all right. I'll take 2 of them and embroider them his and hers.
You mean you're gonna wear one?
Yeah, I like to look nice around the pool.
Well, I'll have it wrapped up for you in just a little old minute. Now, wait right here, Mr. Harris.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, Mary!
Oh, here I am, Jack.
Say, Mary, I just thought of a wonderful gift for Don Wilson. You know, he's been playing a lot of golf lately.
I know, Jack. As a matter of fact, I gave him the golf bag.
Say, that's right.
And Phil gave him the clubs.
Well, Mary, the gift I'm thinking about will tie right in. Although I don't know whether to give him a dozen or a dozen and a half.
Well, Jack, I think a dozen golf balls would be wonderful.
Golf balls? I was thinking about tees.
Oh, Jack, you wouldn't.
Well, Mary, it's the least I can do.
Not if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, that's what I'll give him, golf tees. Come on, let's take the elevator. The sporting goods apartment is on the mezzanine.
Wait a minute, Jack. You told me this morning you wanted to get something for little Stevie, the president of the Beverly Hills Beavers.
Oh, yes.
Well, here's the toy department.
Good. I think I'll try and get him a Buck Rogers gun.
Hey, Jack, look at that cute little toy gas station. It's got a grease rack and everything.
Well, you got it right this time, didn't you? Now, let's see. Where's the clerk?
Here he comes.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Toyland. What can I do for you?
Look, I'm interested in a Buck Rogers gun for a little boy.
Well, I don't know if we got one, but here's a novelty that all the kids is crazy about. A chemistry set.
A chemistry set?
Yeah. You know, it's a science thing with a lot of chemicals.
Oh, you mean chemical.
Take it, Jack. It'll make a beautiful Christmas present.
Mary, well, it's nice, all right, but I'm interested in a Buck Rogers gun.
Well, here's something the kids like. It's not only fascinating, but entertaining as well. A mama doll.
A mama doll? But this is for a little...
Look, I'll show you how it works.
Gee.
Ain't that the nuts?
Yeah, a mama doll is a lovely gift, but you see, I want something for a little boy.
So what? I used to have a mama doll when I was a kid, but me big brother broke it. And when I woke up the next morning, there was my poor little dolly with the head all smashed to pieces.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Can I buy you a hanky?
Yes, here you are. Now, look, mister, what I really want is a Buck Rogers gun. If you haven't got it, just say so, and then I'll...
Oh, Jack, here's one. Isn't this what you want?
Yes, that's it. Look, Mary, you just pull back the lever like this, and then... Gee, that's funny. Hey, mister, what's the matter with this? It doesn't work.
What's wrong with it?
Well, I just pulled back this lever, and the spring snapped out of it.
Yous broke it, and yous is going to pay for it.
I am not going to pay for it.
You is too.
No, I'm not, and you can't hold me responsible.
Just a minute, Mr. Nelson!
Oh, it's you again. What have you done now, little man?
I didn't do anything. I picked up this gun, and it doesn't work.
The reason it don't work is because you broke it.
I did no such thing, did I, Mary?
No, you broke the mama doll.
I didn't break the mama doll. It was this guy's brother years ago.
When I woke up in the morning, the poor little head was all spent to pieces.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Now, look, Mr. Floor Walker. All I came in here for was the Buck Rogers gun. And if you haven't got one that works, I'll go someplace else.
Well, you're not going until you pay for the one you broke.
All right, I'll pay for it. Put it on my charger card. What a store. I never saw a store like this. Come on, Mary. I want to get those golf tees for Don.
They're on the mezzanine. I'll wait for you here.
Okay, I'll take the elevator. See, all the elevators are up. Number 5 is coming down. I'll take that one.
Hey, Bud. Bud.
Who, me?
Yeah. Come here a minute.
What do you want?
Where are you going?
Upstairs.
Which elevator are you taking?
Number 5. What?
Take number 3.
Number 3?
It'll beat 5 to the top by 2.5 floors.
But number 5 is about to go up.
I know, but she's carrying too much weight.
Well, I don't know what to do. What about number 1?
Number 1 is a local. It can't go the distance.
Well, how about number 2?
Slow starter.
Oh.
Now be smart and take elevator number 3. Just look at the breeding.
The breeding?
It's out of General Electric by Otis.
Well, this really doesn't make any difference. I'm only Christmas shopping.
Well, okay, it's your dough.
I wonder where he gets his information.
Jack, did you get what you wanted?
No, I haven't gone up yet.
Oh, come on, I'll go with you. Here's the elevator.
All right. I can get things settled. Mezzanine, please. Come on, I want to buy Don Wilson's gift and go home. Now, let's see. Where would we find the golf tees?
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Well, hello, Mr. Kitso.
Hello, Mr. Benny. Well, I see the Yule time is catching up with you. You too, Miss Livingston.
Yes. Are you doing your Christmas shopping, Mr. Kitzel?
Oh, look at this arm loaded with bundles. The things I am buying.
What's in that big package there?
Well, this is a beautiful fur coat, and I'm bringing it home to my wife.
Well, that's nice. What is it, fox or sable?
On the label, it's sable. In the box, it's fox.
I see.
Are you getting any other presents?
Yes, I'm also buying for the whole family a television set.
Oh, that's wonderful. There are a lot of good programs on now.
Yes, and I'm such a fan. Now I can stay home and watch Ed Solomon's Toast of the Town, Martin Cohen Private Eye, Kukla, Fran, and Molly. But my favorite of all is Faye Edelson.
That's Emerson.
Emerson Edelson. She sends me.
Well, I gotta finish my shopping. I hope you have a nice Christmas, Mr. Kitzel.
Thank you, and a happy Noel to you. You too, Miss Livingston.
Thank you, Mr. Kitzel.
Now, come on, Mary. I gotta get that gift for Don. Oh, by the way, Mary, did you finish your shopping?
Yes, I just got my sister Babe a Max Factor makeup kit.
Max Factor? I thought you said you were going to get Babe a Lady Esther.
If we can just get her to look like Max, it'll be an improvement.
Maybe you're right. Come on, Mary. The sporting goods department is right over there.
Hey, look. Here comes Don now.
Oh, yes. Hello, Don.
Hello, Jack. Mary.
Doing your Christmas shopping, Don?
Yes, Jack. And by the way, this morning I got your Christmas cards.
You mean card, don't you, Don?
No cards. I bought 4 dozen.
Yes, he gets a professional discount, you know. Well, Don, it's quite a coincidence running into you because I was just on my way to buy your present.
Oh, really, Jack? What are you getting me?
See if you can guess, Don.
Well, let's see. A sports shirt?
No.
Silk robe?
No.
Movie camera?
No.
Am I getting warm?
Like Admiral Byrd.
Mary, please. Keep guessing, Don.
Gold cufflinks.
No. Keep guessing.
Oh, Jack, you're such a tease.
That's it.
Mary. I want him to be surprised. I love to watch his big fat face light up on Christmas. Come on now, we haven't much time. See you later, Don.
Okay, bye.
Gee, I wish I knew what to buy my mother for a Christmas present.
For your mother?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'll get her one of these. What size is this one?
38.
No, that'll be a little too small. What size is this one here?
That's a 44.
Oh, that's fine. Put some bullets in it and wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
Send it to Mrs. Patrick Day and put a card in it saying, Merry Christmas, and be sure to listen to Dennis Day next Thursday night on Suspense.
Oh, you gonna be on Suspense?
Yeah, I've got so many shows now I drive Hooper nuts.
Well, getting back to the gun, I'm a little reluctant to sell it to you. Does your mother know how to use a gun?
Oh, sure. She's a crack shot. Every morning she practices shooting an apple off my father's head.
No.
Yeah, she only missed once.
What?
Now it doesn't make any difference if Papa sits in front of me while I'm watching television.
I see. Now, is there anything else you'd like to buy?
Oh, yes, I'd like to get something for Jack Benny. Something very expensive.
Very expensive?
Yeah, the poor old man only has one show.
Oh, well, let's see if we can find something nice for him.
Well, here we are, Mary. Here's the sporting goods department. Now, I'll get Don's gift and we can go home. Oh, clerk.
Yes, sir?
I'd like to buy some...
Hey, your face looks familiar. Didn't I wait on you before?
I don't know. Now, I'd like to buy...
Now I remember you. Once you bought a pair of shoelaces from me.
Yes. Now, I'd like to buy...
It was 5 years ago. You couldn't make up your mind whether to get plastic tips or metal tips.
Oh, are you the fellow?
Yes, I recovered, but my hair never did come back in. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, I'd like to buy some golf tees.
Golf tees? Certainly. Here you are.
Well, and they're gift wrapped, too.
Yes, and you'll find the celluloid tees are every bit as good as the wooden ones.
Oh. Are there 2 kinds?
I had to tell him yet.
Gee, I don't know whether to get the wooden ones or the celluloid ones.
Look, mister.
The wooden ones break easily, but then the celluloid...
Please, mister, don't do what you did with the shoelaces.
Huh?
I remember how you kept coming back. First you'd get plastic tips, then you'd change to metal tips, to plastic tips, to metal tips.
Well, it was a hard decision to make. Now, mister,
Plastic tips, metal tips, plastic tips, metal tips.
Jack, let's go. The rest of his hair is falling out.
Wait a minute.
And you came back again and again and again.
Mister.
All the other clerks went home, but I had to stay.
Look, mister,
But you're not going to do it to me this year.
Jack.
Plastic tips, metal tips, plastic tips, metal tips.
Mister.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out.
Mister, look.
Plastic tips, metal tips.
Mister, I'm not getting it this time.
Everybody else had fun, but here I had to stay.
Come on, Mary, let's...
Plastic tips, metal tips.
Look, I didn't mean...
All the way.
Good night, everybody.
Be sure to hear Dennis Day and a Day on the Life of Dennis Day. Stay tuned to the Dennis Manley Show that follows immediately. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, Christmas Eve, and like so many others throughout the country, Jack Benny is preparing a dinner party for his many friends. At the moment, he's setting the table in his living room. Rochester is helping him.
There. Gee, the table sure looks nice, doesn't it, Rochester?
Uh-huh. And I like the way the house is fixed up, too.
Especially the tree. You know, Rochester, that's the biggest Christmas tree we've ever had.
Yeah, it must have grown a foot since last year.
Oh, more than that.
You sure went to a lot of trouble decorating the house this year.
Yes, but it's worth it, Rochester. Everything looks so, so Christmassy. You know?
Especially the service porch. You've got a wreath of holly in the window of each bender.
I think it's nice, and during the holidays, the soap is on the house, you know?
Boss, you haven't missed a thing. You even got a little sprig of holly in Polly's cage.
Uh-huh. Hello, Polly.
Hello.
Come on, Polly. What did Daddy teach you to say tonight when the people come in?
Mary.
Come on, the rest of it.
Mary.
Mary what?
Mary Livingston.
No, now come on, try it again. Come on, Polly. Mary. Been acting awfully independent since the price of eggs went up. Now, come on, Polly, you can say it. Mary. That settles it. Rochester, this year Polly will get no eggnog during the party.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Season's greetings.
It works every time. You know, she's a sort of a feathered Phil Harris.
By the way, boss, I wonder what's keeping Miss Livingston.
Well, she said she'd come over and help us. She'll probably be here pretty soon.
Pauline, please step away from the mirror so I can see how I look.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let's see.
Oh, Miss Livingston, you look simply beautiful in that evening gown.
Oh, thank you, Pauline. But don't you think it may be a little daring for a Christmas Eve party?
Well, all I can say is that if Santa Claus comes down the chimney, he'll hang around for a while.
Well, it is sort of low cut. Now, Pauline, when you put away my Christmas presents, I want you to be especially careful with that glass fruit bowl my sister Babe sent me.
Why? Is it very valuable?
No, it's not expensive, but she blew it herself. Well, I better hurry over to Jack's house. He'll be expecting me.
Say, do you think Phil Harris will be there tonight?
Yes, Pauline, you've still got that crush on him, haven't you?
Uh-huh. Gee, Miss Livingston, how I envy you, sitting at the same table that he'll be under.
Well, if he looks up, I'll give him your regards. Well, I better leave now.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Livingston, will you wear your mink, sable, or ermine coat?
You can lower your voice, Pauline. The neighbors are out. So just give me my mackinaw, I'll go.
Here you are, and enjoy yourself.
The same to you, Pauline, and a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Now, Rochester, I think you can put all the place cards on the plate.
Yes, sir, but I don't see how you're going to get all your cast and Mr. Harris's musicians around that table.
Oh, the musicians aren't going to eat in here with us. They're going to eat in the kitchen.
Why in the kitchen?
Because there are no rugs in there, and after they're through, you can hose it down. use a little sweet air, too.
Will Mr. Harris eat with his musicians?
No, he'll eat in here. And I think we better have Remley in here, too. If I put him in the kitchen, it might hurt his feelings. You know, he's so sensitive, you know?
Mr. Remley, sensitive?
Oh, he is, Rochester. Once during our program, I made a crack about him, and it got him so upset that he dealt the piano player 6 cards. Anyway, I hope they come early. I told Phil not to be late.
Hey, Curly, take it easy. You're driving too fast. We got lots of time.
No, we ain't. I promised Jackson none of us would be late.
Well, what time does Benny want us to get over to his house, anyway?
6:30.
6:30? Ain't that kind of early for a party?
Not if you want to see him. He goes to bed at 9.
Well, I don't understand what... Hey, Curly, stop the car. Look at that cute little number standing on the corner.
Look, Remley, we're late. I can't. Don't worry.
Stop the car.
Okay.
Hey, honey, how would you like a lift and... Uh-oh, drive on, Curly.
What's the matter?
Don't ask questions, just drive on.
Well, why? What's the matter?
She's my aunt.
Oh.
You know, Curly, I'm pretty tired out from all the Christmas shopping I've been doing.
Yeah, me too, Frankie. Hey, look, I've been meaning to ask you. What'd you get your father?
Well, I thought that instead of getting him the usual type of gift, it might be better if I just called Dad up and talked to him.
Wait a minute. You can't call him up.
Yes, I can. He's a trustee now.
Gee, you must be proud of him.
Yeah.
Now, look, Remley, when we get to Jackson's house, I want you and the other guys to behave. Jackson's still mad because of the way you carried on to his party last New Year's Eve.
Is he still upset just because we threw the trumpet player into his swimming pool?
Yeah, and tonight, if we can find him, let's fish him out. Now, look, Frankie, I'm going to hold you responsible for all the boys tonight, especially Sammy.
Oh, Sammy won't be there. He had a tough day at the dentist today. He broke his 2 front teeth.
Again? Remley, I've been telling you guys for years, get a bottle opener. Get a bottle. One little bottle opener. Look, I think I'll turn here. This is the shortcut to Jackson's house.
Well, everything is ready. I hope they get here soon.
Say, boss, is it all right if I leave tonight as soon as I finish serving dinner? I've got a date.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Rochester, why'd you make it tonight? You knew I was having a party.
I couldn't help it, boss.
Well, couldn't you make it some other night?
I can't take that chance.
What do you mean, chance?
Her boyfriend is a porter on the Super Chief, and I lost the schedule.
Well, all right. Only I thought you told me you were through with women since your last girl ran off and married another man.
Well, she really loved me, but she married him on account of money.
Oh, was he rich?
No, but he had some.
Well, Rochester, I think that I'll answer the door. I just see that there are plenty of ashtrays and luckies around the room. Jingle bells, how the snowflakes drift. I don't know who that is, but I hope they brought a gift. Jingle bells, jingle. Oh, hello, Mary.
Hello, Jack. I hope I'm not late.
No, come on in. Rochester and I were just... Say! Hey, that sure is a sensational dress you're wearing. Wow!
I know, Jack. I really couldn't afford it, but it was so beautiful I bought it on the installment plan.
Really? How many more payments do you have to make before they give you the rest of it?
Oh, Jack.
Come on, Mary. Let's go into the living room. Hold it, Mary.
What's the matter?
I got you under the mistletoe. Pucker up.
Oh, okay, Jack. You deserve a kiss on Christmas Eve.
Wow! Hey, that was a good one. You know, I like those romantic kisses, you know. I like those kisses when you take someone in your arm and bend them all the way back.
Yeah, only next time you bend me.
I'll try. So how do you like the way I got everything decorated?
Oh, Jack, it looks wonderful. And the table. Place cards and everything.
Yeah, look over at Don Wilson's plate. I'm trying to hint that he shouldn't eat so much. Do you think he'll get it?
Well, it's obvious enough. Instead of a place card, you wrote his name on a piece of rye crisp. Now, let's see. Next to Don and his wife. And
There, that does it, honey. What do you think?
Oh, darling, you look so cute.
Yeah. Oh, won't Jack be surprised when I come in dressed as Santa Claus? I really look the part, don't I?
Yes, Don. Gosh, when I look at you, I feel sorry for all the girls married to skinny fellows.
Ah, you really love me the way I am, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I'll never forget our honeymoon in Hawaii. Oh, it was so divine, lying there on the beach at Waikiki, watching the moon come up over your stomach.
You know, Jack, I've never seen you prepare for a party like you have for this
Well,
one.
Mary, I feel if a thing's worth doing, it's worth doing well. Now, how do you like the way the table is set?
Oh, it's beautiful, Jack. Simply beautiful. Only I hope that bottle of ketchup isn't in front of Dennis Day's place.
Why, what's wrong with that?
Remember last time he put the ketchup in front of him? He picked it up, poured it over his head, and yelled, "Look at me, I'm Red Skelton."
Oh, come on, Jack.
Company.
Well, all right. Come on, Mary. Follow me, Mary.
Gee, it's dark in here.
Watch your step, Mary. Don't trip down these stairs. Watch out. Don't tear your dress on the barbed wire.
I'll watch it.
Careful crossing this bridge. Don't fall in the moat. Careful.
Jack! Jack, look at that crocodile!
Yeah, I'm going to have to get a new one. This one's losing his teeth. Down, Gummo. Here we are.
Oh, who goes there? Friend or foe?
Friend.
What's the password?
Poodly-poo-poo-poo-poo.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Benny.
That's right. Come on, Mary.
Mr. Benny. Mr. Benny, who's that with you?
Oh, this is Miss Livingston.
Miss?
Yes. Yeah, she's a girl.
Girl?
Yes, that's the opposite sex.
Sex?
I'll explain it to you some other time. How have you been, Ed?
Fine. But I haven't seen you for a long time.
Oh, well, I've been busy. I've been traveling a lot, you know.
Traveling?
Yes. As a matter of fact, last month I went to Europe.
Oh. Well, be careful that you don't travel too far, Mr. Benny. You're liable to fall off the edge.
No, Ed. They proved that it's round. Ed, I came down here to give you this little present.
Oh, is it my birthday?
No, Ed. It's Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Well, I'll open it and see what it is. Huh. Gee, just what I always wanted. A pair of sunglasses.
No, Ed. They're reading glasses.
Thanks a lot.
Well, goodbye, Ed. See you again soon.
Bye, Mr. Benny.
Now, come on. We better get upstairs before the guests arrive.
Okay. By the way, who else is going to be at the party besides the cat?
I invited the members of the Beverly Hills Beavers Club. Gee, I bet those kids are plenty excited.
We all here, fellas?
Yep, all of us. Now, don't forget Mr. Benny's present, Steve.
No choice. Not after all the trouble I went to getting that violin record of Cora Staccato played by Yasha Highfish. Why are we giving him a record by Highfish? For sentimental reasons, Butch. After all, Mr. Benny was his teacher and taught him all he knows.
Mr. Benny taught Highfish? Oh, Steve, you better get some sleep. What? You keep believing in that stuff and they'll put you back on pablum.
Wait a minute. Did you guys ever hear Mr. Benny play the violin?
Sure. I heard him play Old Promise Me at my uncle's wedding.
He plays at a lot of weddings.
Yeah. Mr. Benny and the minister have a package deal.
Well, never mind that. Now, Joy, you're going to give the record to Mr. Benny. I hope you remember the speech you wrote.
Oh, sure, I know it by heart. Listen. To Jack Benny, do not open this till Christmas. It will keep you in suspense. If you haven't bought our gift yet, this one cost us 90 cents.
Well, I bet he don't take the hint. Okay, fellas, let's go. And I want to remind you of the special rules we passed to the party. There'll be a 2-cent fine for anyone who asks for seconds at dinner. And a 3-cent fine for anyone who blows on his soup. And a nickel fine for anyone who tells about the time Mr. Benny tried to show us how to do a cartwheel and his hair fell off.
Right. Now, fellas, I think we all better wait outside, because Dennis Day is going to pick us up and take us to the party.
Dennis, you better hurry or you'll be late.
Oh, I'll be ready soon, Mother. I'm shaving with that new electric razor you gave me for Christmas.
What's taking you so long?
The lather keeps clogging it up. I'm almost done, though.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Dennis. You're not supposed to lather up when you use an electric razor.
I'm not?
No. Now wash the soap off your face and put my brush away.
Yes, Mother.
Now, son, I want to remind you of a few things to do at the party.
Uh-huh.
Remember, it will be Christmas Eve. Mr. Benny will be in a good mood. And maybe you can get him to drink a glass of wine and then ask him for a raise.
Oh, no, Mother. Last Christmas I tried that, but he beat me to it.
What do you mean?
He made me drink the wine and I took a cut. Anyway, I'm going to keep away from him. I'm going to spend all my time trying to get Mary Livingston under the mistletoe.
Dennis, don't annoy Mary too much.
Well, what do you mean annoy? She's nuts about me.
She is not.
She is too. Last month on my birthday, she kissed me.
Did she kiss you on the forehead or on the lips?
Both. I was on a pogo stick.
Dennis, son, look at me.
Yes, Mother?
Dennis, sometimes you act a little silly, and I must confess it's probably my fault.
Your fault?
Yes, Dennis. Many years ago, when you were a little baby, I was bathing you, and I dropped you on your head.
Well, that's nothing. Lots of mothers drop their babies on their heads.
From the 3rd floor?
Gee.
Oh, I should have known there was something wrong when you bounced back up again.
Well, Mother, I'm all dressed. I wish you'd change your mind and come to the party with me.
Oh, I'd rather not, son. I don't think it would be right. Mr. Benny isn't expecting me.
Oh, yes, he is. I told him I was bringing you when I bought the tickets.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll go.
Boss, shall I answer the door?
No, I'll get it. Come on, Mary. That must be the gang. Well, it looks like everybody arrived at once. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Come on in, kids.
Hey, Curly, get a load of the dress Mary's wearing.
Yeah.
Hi, Phil.
Well, if it ain't radio's answer to Faye Emerson, you know.
Hey, Phil, where are your musicians?
Well, they'll be here in a few minutes. They got a present for you.
A present for me?
Yeah, the boys all chipped in and Bagby went to get it. He should be driving up any minute now.
No kidding. A present for me? What is it?
You'll find out.
Hey, I'll give you a hint, Jackson. It's something you step down into.
Phil, a new Hudson.
No, a pair of shorts.
Well, they're nice, too. Now, come on, kids. Let's...
Oh, Mr. Benny, I've got you under the mistletoe.
Oh, Mrs. Day, now please stop pushing me.
Now you have to kiss me.
Now, please, Mrs. Day.
You hurry up, Mommy's getting away.
Oh, go on, Jack. Kiss Mrs. Day.
Mr. Benny.
Oh, please, Mrs. Day, please.
Look, his face is turning blue.
All right, Mrs. Day. All right, close your eyes. There. How was that for a kiss?
Kiss? I thought I tripped and fell on a wet mouth.
All right, folks, here are your orders. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Hey, look at me. I'm the mean wood of kid.
Sanders, put down that ketchup. Now behave yourself.
Hey, hiya, Polly.
Get out of here with that. And don't come back no more.
Isn't she cute? Now look, kids.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas.
What's the matter with Don?
He's stuck in the chimney again.
Oh. Well, we'll get him out later.
Hey, Jack, how about serving the grub?
Just a minute, kids. Wait a minute. Now, hold it. Just a minute. Now, look, everybody. Quiet, please. I want to say something. Now, kids, this is Christmas Eve. Before we sit down to eat, I think we should all gather around the piano while Dennis sings a medley of Christmas songs. On behalf of my sponsor and my entire staff, I want to wish each and every one of you a very, very Merry Christmas.
Transcribed, this is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The Jack Benny Program.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Barry Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go down to a local department store where Jack and Mary have gone to do their Christmas shopping.
Gosh, Mary, no matter how early you do your Christmas shopping, the stores are always crowded.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. I have to get a present for my producer, my sound effects men, my engineer, my script girl.
By the way, Jack, what are you giving your 4 writers?
My 4 writers? Oh, something they can really use.
What's that?
A 5th writer. Now, Mary, I know what to get everybody in the cast but Don Wilson. Have you any suggestions?
Well, the jewelry counter's over there. Why don't you get him a nice pair of cufflinks?
Say, that's a good idea. Come on, Mary. Here we are.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
I'd like to see some cufflinks. Huh?
Well, we have a large variety. All these you see here are $1.98.
$1.98?
Yes, sir.
Jack, here's some better-looking cufflinks in this case.
Oh, yes. I think Don would like this pair. Huh?
They're solid gold.
Gold? How much are they?
$40.
$40? $8?
The cheap ones turn green.
He sure did, didn't he? Look, Jack, Don has been with you 18 years. It's about time you got him something nice.
You know, Mary, you're right. I'm going to get Don these gold cufflinks. He deserves it. Mister, I'll take these $40 cufflinks.
Yes, sir.
Does that include the engraving?
Yes, we do it right here. It only takes a few minutes.
Good. Now, clerk, these cufflinks are for a friend of mine named Don Wilson. So put a D on one cufflink and a W on the other.
Yes, sir.
Have them gift wrapped and see that Mr. Wilson gets it before Christmas. CBS Hollywood.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Mary, let's go to the sporting goods section. I want to pick out something for Phil.
Wait a minute, Jack. I want to stop at the hosiery counter first.
Okay.
May I help you?
Yes, I'd like to see some nylons, please.
Surely. Are they for yourself?
No, they're for my sister.
Oh, you're buying something for Babe?
Yes.
Stocking?
What size?
16 and a half.
I beg your pardon. What size stocking did you say?
16 and a half.
Madam, the boxes don't come that big.
Mary, maybe you made a mistake. Babe's feet can't be that large.
Yes, they are, Jack. That's why she's in such demand during the grape crushing season.
Oh, well, Mary, why don't you get her present later? I like to finish my shopping first.
Just a minute, Jack. As long as we're here at the stocking counter, I want to buy a pair for myself.
Mary, you don't have to buy stockings. I was going to give you some for Christmas.
I'll buy my own. I wore the stockings you gave me last year, and everybody thought I was a nurse.
Well, how do I know what kind you want? Now, hurry up, Mary, because I want to pick out something for Phil.
Can I help you, young man?
Huh?
I said, can I help you?
Oh, are you a clerk?
Just for the Christmas rush. I'm really Glenn McCarthy, and I'm only working here to pay my income tax.
Oh. Well, gee, I'd like to get something for my parents.
Your mother and father, eh?
Yeah, how did you know?
Oh, I just figured it out.
Oh, well, I think I'll get my mother a new corset.
Well, don't you think she should come down and pick out her own corset?
Oh, Mother hasn't left the house for 3 days.
Was she sick?
No, the string broke on her old one. She can't get through the door.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah, we were spending a quiet evening at home, and all of a sudden, boing! And steel stays flew in all directions.
Oh, my goodness. Was anybody hurt?
No, but my father got pinned to the wall. Well, anyway, wrap up that size 44 corset and I'll take it with me.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's see, Mary. The sporting goods counter should be...
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Well, hello. Hello, Mr. Kitzel.
I see the Yuletime is catching up with you. You too, Miss Livingston?
Yes. Are you doing your Christmas shopping, Mr. Kitzel?
Ooh. I'm a busy boy. Look at this armful of bundles. Ooh, the things I am buying. For my wife, I'm getting a house coat, and for my nephew, I'm getting some electric trains.
Oh, Lionel?
No, his name is Sam.
Oh.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Benny. I got to run over to the liquor department and buy a present for my brother. I'm going to get him some of that very expensive imported brandy.
Napoleon?
No, his name is Lionel.
Oh.
Well, Good to see you. Goodbye, Mr. Benny.
Goodbye, Mr. Kitzel, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Kitzel.
Same to you. You better not pout. You better not cry. Better watch out. I'm telling you why Santa Claus is coming to town.
Now, let's see. Where was I going?
Jack, you better get Phil's present. I think the sporting goods is over here.
Yeah, we'll go over and... Oh, just a minute, Mary.
What's the matter?
I've been thinking about Don's gift. I'm afraid I had it engraved wrong. I'm going back to the jewelry department. Come on. Oh, clerk.
Yes, sir?
Remember me? I bought a $40 pair of gold cufflinks here a few minutes ago, and I'd like to change the engraving.
But, mister, I've already got it wrapped with ribbon and tinsel and everything.
I'm sorry, but I want you to change the engraving, so you'll have to open it up.
But, mister...
Now, please, I'm a customer here. Now, open it up.
Okay. Now, what do you want?
Well, the way it is now, there's a D on one cufflink and a W on the other. Now, I'd like you to put both initials on each one of them.
Okay, I'll go fix it.
Jack, that's ridiculous. What's wrong with the way it was?
Well, with Don Wilson, it's the only sensible thing to do. See, when Don wears them, people will see the D on one cuff link, and they'll be curious to see what's on the other one. And I want to save them that long walk. Now, clerk, wrap it nicely with the tinsel and the ribbon.
I'll wrap it.
Come on, Mary. Now we can go to the sporting goods department. Now, here we are.
Gee, they sure have a nice assortment of guns and hunting equipment, Jack.
Yes, I think I should be able to get something for Phil here. Oh, clerk!
Well, you're back again this year.
Would you mind helping me?
Certainly. Across which aisle?
Now, don't be so smart.
Jack, don't start an argument with him. Just buy Phil's present.
Look, I came here to get something for a friend of mine. Now, he's the rugged type.
Well, there's always camping equipment. Does he sleep outdoors much?
Yeah, sometimes right in front of his house.
Oh!
Gee, I don't know what to get him.
Well, while you're making up your little mind, I'll wait on another customer.
Okay, do you mind if I fool around with this gun?
Go right ahead. It's loaded.
Gosh, you know, Mary, it's hard to buy something for Phil.
Maybe like this fishing rod.
Yeah, say, that might be nice. Oh, clerk.
Just a minute. I have other customers.
Yes, sir. I'll wait. Huh?
That'll be $8.76, madam.
Gee.
Have you decided on that tennis racket, young man? Good. That'll be $12.75.
Gosh. Ouch!
Finally got your nose caught in it.
Never mind. Just give me that fishing rod. Now wrap it up and I'll call for it later. Come on, Mary. Well, don't say anything. Here comes Phil now.
Hiya, Jackson. Hello, Livy, you little fugitive from the doll counter, you.
Hello, Phil. You're certainly carrying a lot of packages.
Yeah, I've been shopping all day. Got presents for everybody. How about you two?
Well, I'm nearly finished with my shopping.
$5 is almost gone, huh?
Phil, for your information, I just spent $40 on Don Wilson.
What'd you do, take him to lunch?
No, I...
Look out, Phil. One of your packages is slipping.
Huh? Yeah, there it goes.
Darn it, now I got to get Remley another present.
Mary, let's move away. I'm getting dizzy here. See you later, Phil.
So long, kid.
Goodbye,
Bye,
Phil.
Phil.
Come on, Mary. I still have to buy something for my sister Florence.
Oh, Jack, look. There's Santa Claus.
Yeah, look at him. With his red suit and white beard.
Jack, he's coming toward us.
I'm going to talk to him. Hello, Santa.
Hiya, bud.
Huh?
Long time no see.
Come on, Mary, let's get away from here.
Jack, wasn't that the...
Yes, that's the tout I always see at the racetrack. Imagine him, of all people, being Santa Claus. Let's see, I think I might get something for my sister.
Oh, Jack!
Oh, hello, Don.
Oh, hello, Don.
Oh, hello, Mary. Oh, gee, what trouble I'm having in this store. Wish I didn't have such a big stomach.
Why?
Well, it seems there's a piano missing, and they've searched me 3 times.
Well, it's your own fault, Don. You should diet once in a while.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I gotta run along now. I gotta get a present for my wife. So long.
So
long. Say, Mary, did you hear that?
What?
Don's got a middle name, Harlan. I didn't know that.
So what?
So what? Mary, his cufflinks. Don would never forgive me if I left out his middle initial.
Jack, you mean you're going...
I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to get that engraving changed. Oh, clerk.
Yes, sir. What can I... Oh, it's you again.
Yes, I've got a slight change for you in that engraving.
Oh, no. First you buy the gift, then I engrave the gift, then I wrap the gift, then you change your mind about the engraving, then I unwrap the gift, then I re-engrave the gift, then I wrap the gift. Now you want me to change the engraving again?
Well, never mind that. Just unwrap the gift.
I've already sent it down to the delivery department.
Well, you'll just have to go down there and get it.
What was wrong with it?
There was nothing wrong with it. It's just that I'd like to add some more engraving.
More engraving? Look, mister, that ain't a tombstone, it's a cufflink.
I know. I want to add his middle... I want to add his middle initial, H. Now go get my package.
All right. I'll get it.
What an eccentric character. Well, Mary, that takes care of that.
Well, thank heaven. Now, let's finish your shopping.
Say, Mary, what do you think I ought to get for my sister Florence?
Well, I don't know. Lingerie might be nice.
Yeah, say, that sounds pretty good.
Oh, look, Jack. There's Rochester doing his Christmas shopping, too.
Yeah. I want to see what he's getting.
Can I do anything for you?
Yeah, I'm looking for a Christmas present for my boss.
Your boss, eh? Well, would you like something in a necktie?
I don't know. That might be all right.
Well, what kind would you like? What kind of a man is your boss?
Well, he ain't exactly the vigorous type like Errol Flynn, and he ain't exactly quite like Gary Cooper. Then again, he ain't exactly bashful like Jimmy Stewart. And on the other hand, he ain't the aggressive type like Humphrey Bogart.
Well, what type is he?
I don't know what he is, I just know what he ain't.
Well, here's a nice necktie that will fit any type of man. And it's only $3.50.
$3.50.
That isn't too much to spend on a present for your employer.
Oh, it isn't that I don't want to spend the money, but I just can't afford it. He doesn't pay me much.
Oh. Well, then here's a nice tie for 79 cents.
How much down?
How do you like that?
I really don't know what to get him.
Let me ask you something. What does your boss usually give you for Christmas?
Well,
what?
Well, last year he gave me $5,000.
He gave you $5,000? That's hard to believe.
You wouldn't believe the truth either.
Come on, Mary, let's go.
Oh, Mary, I just thought of something about Don's cufflinks.
Not again.
Come with me. It'll only take a minute. Oh, clerk.
Here's the package. I got it up from the delivery room, and I added the extra initial.
Oh, that's too bad. I want to change the cufflinks.
What?
Instead of the $40 ones, I'll take the ones that cost $1.98. Gee, he was such a young fellow. Well, I'll take the $1.98 cufflinks and put the money in his hand. Come on, Mary, let's go.
Jack, if you're going to buy lingerie for your sister Florence, I know just
Mary,
the kind that...
Mary, look.
Where?
In the toy department. There's a little boy climbing up on Santa Claus's lap.
Oh, yes.
Let's listen.
Hiya, Sonny.
Hello, Santa Claus.
What would you like St. Nick to bring you for Christmas?
I'd like a toy.
What kind?
A bicycle. Huh?
Get a fire truck.
But I want a bicycle.
Bicycle hasn't got a chance.
Why not?
Bicycle tires.
Gee, I never thought of that. I know what, Santa. Just bring me a pair of roller skates.
Now, that is the worst choice you could make.
What?
Roller skates are no good in the mud.
Well, in that case, I know what I'll do.
What?
Come here a minute. I'm gonna get a high-powered BB gun.
Why a high-powered BB gun?
It's a long shot.
Okay, good luck, Sonny, and Merry Christmas.
You know, Mary, if I didn't see that, I wouldn't believe it.
Well, come on, Jack. Let's buy your sister's present and go home.
Okay.
Well, here's the lingerie counter.
Yeah. Pardon me, but would you mind waiting on us?
Why not? Your money's as good as anybody's.
Well, could you show me something in silk lingerie?
Certainly. What's your size?
Well, they're not for me.
They're for a sister, size 34.
Okay, here's a whole box of them.
Will you lay the lingerie out for us, please?
Just a minute till I put my gloves on.
Gloves?
Touching that stuff with me bare hands makes me a nervous wreck.
What?
Especially the black ones.
Look, mister, we haven't got all day. Show us something in a size 34.
Okay.
Here's a nice little garment. A genuine, pure silk nightie.
Gee, that's awfully pretty. I think this would be very... Wait a minute, mister. What are all these little loops on the bottom of the nightgown?
The loops?
Yeah, the loops.
Yes, what are the loops for?
When you go to bed, you hook them over your toes so the nightgown won't creep up on you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Gift wrap it and send it to my house.
Yes, sir.
Jack, here comes Don again.
Oh, hello, Don. Have you bought your wife's present yet?
Yeah, I finished all my shopping. I even bought something for the man who collects our garbage.
Oh, what'd you buy him?
$40 cufflinks.
Don, $40 cufflinks for a man who just collects your garbage?
Jack, the only others they had were $1.98, and I wouldn't give them to a dog.
Well, you can start barking, brother, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Fido. See you later. Come on, Mary, let's go home. Well, Mary, I've done all my Christmas shopping. I guess we can go home.
Yeah, come on.
Well, good night, folks.
Program starring Jack Benny with Barry Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go out to Jack Benny's home in Beverly Hills. It's morning, and Jack has just finished his breakfast.
Did you have enough to eat, boys?
Oh, yes, plenty. Quiet, Polly. Rochester, this breakfast was wonderful. The coffee was delicious.
Thank you.
The bacon was cooked just the way I like it.
Thank you.
And the eggs were absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
Polly, did you lay those eggs?
They tried to tell me I'm too young.
Oh, isn't that cute? Rochester, how long has Polly been laying eggs?
Ever since you put that light bulb in her cage and kept pointing to it.
Well, it certainly took her a long time to catch on to what I meant.
Yeah, before she laid any eggs, she laid 3 light bulbs.
Oh, stop. Now, Polly, you know that I...
Oh, say, boss, you told me to remind you to call Mrs. Montgomery.
Oh, yes.
Who's that?
Oh, that's Dinah Shore. She's married to George Montgomery. I sent a copy of my song over to her house. I'm going to let her be the first one to record it. I'll call her now. When you say I beg your pardon, then I'll come back to you. When you ask me to forgive you, I'll return. Like the swallows at Serrano. Hello? Oh, I'd like to speak to Miss Dinah Shore, please. Jack Benny calling. Like the swallows at Serrano, return to Capistrano. For you, my... Hello, Dinah? Oh, this is Jack Benny. How's George? Oh, I'm sorry I woke you up, but I was anxious to know something, Dinah. Did you receive the copy of my song? Good. Look, don't you think it's the most wonderful tune you ever... Oh. Well, don't you think that the lyrics are novel and... Uh-huh. But, Dinah, you can't judge a song the first time you sing it. You've got to analyze it, take it apart. I don't mean that way. Paste it together again. Well, look, Dinah, if you'll just take the song... Dinah? Oh, hello, George? But George, look, I didn't wake you up. She did. Now, look, George, You and I have been friends for years, and all right acquaintances. But look, George, about my song. If you just ask Dinah to... All right, if I woke you up, I'm sorry. You don't have to... You'll what? Well, if that's your attitude, it's okay with me. Goodbye. Well, we can cross him off the list.
You mean her?
No, him. He's going to stop sending us his laundry. Oh, well, I'm glad Miss Shore refused to sing my song. I'd rather have a man do it anyway.
Boss, why don't you call Mary Alonzo?
Mary Alonzo?
Yeah, you sent him a copy last night.
How did you know?
We got it back this morning.
So soon? Well, maybe he liked the song and he's waiting for an answer. Rochester, get me his number, will you? It's in my personal phone book.
Yes, sir.
There's the door. I'll get it. When you say, I beg your pardon, then I'll come back to you. Boy, is Dinah making a mistake.
Hello, Jack.
Oh, Mary, come on in. What are you giggling about?
Oh, I just had to stop by and show you a love letter that Dennis sent me.
A love letter? Mary, you mean Dennis still has that crush on you? Well, how do you like that? Let me see the letter Dennis wrote you.
Here, I'll read it to you. You know, it's really sweet.
It is?
Mm-hmm. My darling
But
Mary.
it's smart, too.
My darling Mary, I hope you won't think I'm silly, but I keep your picture on the wall of my bedroom. I didn't want my mother to know who I'm in love with, so I took a pencil and drew a mustache and a derby hat on you. I think I fooled my mother because now she's in love with you, too.
Lovely, darling.
And look how he finishes it. I love you madly and passionately, and will never forget the kiss you gave me when I took you home. Thanking you in advance for your next shipment, I remain yours truly, Dennis Day.
Well, that's the cutest letter I've ever heard.
Here's that number you wanted, boss.
Oh, yes. Excuse me, Mary. I'm going to call Mary Alonzo.
Mary Alonzo?
Yeah, he's going to make a record of my song. If you say that you are sorry, then I will understand. Neath the harvest moon will pledge our love anew. So, hello? I'd like to speak to Mr. Lanza, please. Tell him Jack Benny's calling. So, my darling, though we parted, come back to whence we started. Hello? Hello, Mario? This is Jack Benny. I want to know how soon you'd like to make a record of my... What? But Mario, look. Well, now, why should you... But Mario. But... when? Well, if that's your attitude, Mr. Lanza, I'm not coming to that big party you're giving Friday night. Oh, I heard about it. Goodbye. Who does he think he is, anyway? That Mario Lanza. He won't sing my song, but that other song he sings. Be my love, for no one else can end this yearning. Be my love, I suppose that's a better song than... When you say I beg your pardon, then I'll come back to you. Which song do you like better, Rochester?
Be my love, for no one else can end this yearning. Be my love.
All right. I merely asked you. There's someone at the door. Oh, hello, Dennis. Come on in.
Don't talk to me, you cad.
What?
Trying to steal my girl, eh? I ought to thrash you to within an inch of your life.
Now, look, Dennis, you've got a cold.
Isn't it, Dilly? Now, don't try to change the subject. I've read about men like you. You take a poor innocent girl out of the make company, you get her a job on the radio, and then you think you own her.
Dennis.
I know every move you make, you wolf.
Look.
I've been sitting up in that tree in front of your house watching you through the window.
What?
Boy, do you look ugly in the morning.
Dennis.
I thought you'd never get into that girdle.
Oh, quiet. Now, look, Dennis, Mary told me about the big crush you've got on her, and you ought to forget about it.
Yes, Dennis, you're a nice boy, and I'd hate to hurt your feelings.
Oh, don't worry, Mary. You couldn't marry me if you wanted to. My mother disapproves.
Of me?
No, of me.
That I can understand. Now, Dennis, listen to me. Next week on my program, I want you to sing the song I wrote. When you say, I beg your pardon... That kid's going to make an old man out of me. Come to think of it, he did.
Say, Jack, I better be running along. I've got some shopping to do.
Shopping?
I want to go to Jerry Rothschild's and get a shirt for my father.
Okay, Mary, wait a minute. I'll go with you. I want to get a haircut.
All right, come on.
It's such a nice day. Let's walk, huh? You see, Mary, there's Jerry Rothschild's in the middle of the block.
Oh, where are you going to get your hair cut?
At Jerry Rothschild's. They have a barber shop on the mezzanine. So while you're getting your father's shirt, I can get my hair cut.
That's very convenient. And, hey, Jack, isn't that Mr. Kitzel coming toward us?
Mr. Kitzel? Oh, it sure is. Hello, Mr. Kitzel. I said, hello, Mr. Kitzel.
And to whom do I have the pleasure of addressing?
Mr. Kitzel, don't you recognize me? I'm Jack Benny.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but I just now came from the optometrist's office. He put drops in my eyes, and I can't see so well.
Oh, I hope they get better soon.
Thank you, Dennis.
No, Mr. Kitzel, this is Miss Livingston.
Oh.
What's wrong with your eyes, Mr. Kitzel?
I happen to be colorblind.
Oh.
You know, to me, yellow is brown.
Yellow is brown?
And that's not all. Brown is green.
Brown is green?
Also, to me, green is yellow.
Yellow is brown, brown is green, and green is yellow?
Yeah, and last night at dinner, the discourse trouble. I saw my brother-in-law eating what looked like a hot dog, so I was smart and I asked, how do you like the cucumber? And he said, what cucumber? I'm eating a banana.
Oh, Mr. Kitzel, you're joking.
Well, Mr. Kitzel, we've got to be running along. I have an appointment at the barber shop to get a haircut.
Well, isn't that a coincidence? You know, for the same reason, my wife is right now by the beauty parlor. Oh, these women.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, last week on the cover of Life magazine, she saw a girl with a poodle haircut. So right away, she has to get a poodle haircut, too.
Really?
Yeah. And personally, I'm happy. With her last haircut, she looked like a Saint Bernard.
Well, we've got to run along, Mr. Kitzel. Goodbye.
Goodbye, children.
Come on, Mary. Well, here it is, Rothschild's Men's Furnishing and Barber Shop. Let's go in. Now, if you want to get your father's shirt, the counter's right over there.
Oh, okay, yes.
May I help you?
Yes, I'd like to buy a shirt.
What size does your father wear, Mary?
Well, just a minute. I've got Papa's letter right here. He wants a 15.5 collar.
Sleeve length?
58.
58? Oh, lady, you must be mistaken. Why, the average sleeve length is 34.
Certainly, Mary. Why does your father want such long sleeves?
Well, Mama gave him a pair of gloves for Christmas. He doesn't want to get them dirty.
What a family you've got. Look, Mary, while you're deciding on the shirt, I'll go and get...
you bud.
Huh?
Long time no see.
Hello.
Jack, wasn't
Yes, that racetrack tout. I always run into it.
Are you people through, or do you go into a dance number?
Never mind. Now, Mary, I'm going to get my hair cut. I'll see you in a little while.
Okay, Jack, I'll be browsing around the store.
Okay. When you say I beg your pardon, and I'll come back to you. Da-da-dum, bum, 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 I'll return. Gee, look at all those beautiful suspenders and belts. I think I'll get myself a new belt. Oh, clerk.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Okay. Boy, those belts really look nice.
Hey, Bud. Bud.
Huh? Oh, for heaven's sake.
Come here a minute.
Look, fella, I'm busy. Leave me alone, will you?
Okay. Just wanted to know what you were doing.
Well, if you must know, I'm buying something to hold my pants up.
Like what?
A belt.
Uh-uh.
What?
Get suspenders.
But I want a belt.
Belt hasn't got a chance.
It hasn't?
It looks good while it's going around, but at the end, belt buckles.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Take my advice and put your money on suspenders.
Suspender? Are you sure?
Well, look at the performance. Suspenders always come up from behind and finish in front.
I don't know what to do.
You can take my word for it. Suspenders will never let you down.
Well, I don't care what you say. I'm going to get a belt.
Okay. They're your pants. So long.
Goodbye. Oh, clerk.
Yes?
I'd like to get this belt.
Yes, sir. Would you like to look at suspenders?
Suspenders?
Yes, they're awfully good in the stretch.
Now cut that off! Just wrap up the belt. I'll pick it up after I get my hair cut. Gee, I'm in luck. All the barber chairs are empty. Maybe today I can get Mr. Drucker, the owner, to wait on me. Oh, hello, Mr. Drucker.
Well, how do you do, Mr. Benny?
I finally came in when you're not busy yourself. I'd like a haircut.
Certainly. Sit down and I'll get you a barber.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll be right back. Say, Harry, Mr. Benny wants a haircut. Will you take him?
Not me. Let Maury do it.
Harry, don't take too much off the sides here, will you?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Well, is our little customer happy today? How's the haircut coming?
Fine, Mr. Drucker.
Would you also like a shampoo?
No, just a haircut.
A massage?
No, thank you. I tell you what I would like. I'd like a manicure.
A manicure? Certainly. Just a moment. I'll get one of the girls. Oh, Miss Daniels.
Yes?
Mr. Benny would like a manicure. Will you take him?
Not me. Let Betty do it. Not me.
How about you, Goldie?
No, thanks.
Now, wait a minute, girls. We've got to be fair about this. Who took care of him last time?
I did. For a 75-cent manicure, I had to sit there and polish 20 nails.
20?
When I got through with his hands, he took his shoes off. I know what you mean. He did that to me once. Really? I didn't mind cutting his nails, but I had to play this little piggy at the same time. Then he gave me a tip and cried all the way home.
Mr. Drucker, how about my manicure?
In just a moment. Edith, you take it.
Okay.
And Mr. Benny, the manicurist will be with you in a moment.
Thank you. When you say I beg your pardon, then I'll come back to you. When you ask...
All right, Mr. Benny, I'm ready to give you a manicure. Just put your fingers in this bowl of water.
Certainly.
That water's hot.
I know. I'm trying to melt your cold, cold heart.
Never mind. Just give me a manicure. Oh, Mr. Drucker.
Yes?
I think I want my shoe shined, too.
Certainly, I'll get a boy. Oh, Ray, Mr. Benny wants his shoe shine. Will you take it?
Not me.
Yeah, how about you, Danny?
No, thanks.
Now, wait a minute, boys. We gotta be fair about this. Who was the last one to shine Mr. Benny's shoes?
I don't remember the answer, but that question was on a quiz program.
Well, somebody's gotta shine Mr. Benny's shoes. You do it, Danny.
Not me, Mr. Drucker. I ain't got nothing against shining Mr. Benny's shoes, but it's murder getting around them pearl buttons.
Mr. Drucker, what about that shine?
Just a minute.
Oh, Jack. Jack.
Here I am, Mary.
Did you get your hair cut?
Yes, and I was going to get a shine, too, but I'll let it go. Oh, Mr. Drucker.
Yes?
Mr. Drucker, wait till I turn the page here. Forget about the shine. That's from the manicure. It sticks to my finger. Forget about the shine and charge the haircut to my account. Oh, Harry Gelbert, you gave me such a good haircut. Here's a tip for you.
Thank you, Mr. Benny.
Come on, Mary.
You say, Harry, did I see right?
What?
Did Mr. Benny give you $1 tip?
Yep. Spin that old man around in a chair 3 times and he don't know what he's doing.
Good night, everybody. We're a little late.
The Jack Benny Program. The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Rochester, Dennis Day, Bob Crosby, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now mid-December, and as is their custom every year at this time, Jack and Mary have gone to one of the local department stores to do their Christmas shopping. But before we take you there, let us look in at the office of a prominent psychiatrist.
Also, now, relax, please, back on the couch and tell me what is your hallucination. Why are you afraid to go back to work?
Doctor, it's no hallucination. It happens every year at this time. Just before Christmas. Every year. Just before Christmas.
Calmly, Mr. Blank, don't get excited. Lay back on the couch. Now, tell me, when did it first start?
During the Christmas shopping rush in 1946. As I told you, I'm a salesman at the department store, and this kindly-looking, blue-eyed old gentleman bought a gift. Then 6 times that day he came back, pestered me, and exchanged it for a different model.
Well, what was the gift he kept exchanging?
Shoelaces.
He bought someone shoelaces for a gift?
Yeah, for someone named Don.
Now, how could he possibly exchange shoelaces 6 times?
Well, first he bought laces with metal tips. Then he came back because he thought plastic tips looked more modern. Soon he was back again. He was afraid the plastic tips might crack, so he went back to metal tips. Then he got to thinking the metal tips might rust, so he came back to change them to plastic tips. 6 times he changed his mind. Plastic tips, metal tips, plastic tips, metal tips, plastic tips, metal tips.
Please come out. You're supposed to be on the couch, not under it. Well, tell me, what did this man do the next year?
The next year I was lucky. I didn't see him.
Oh, he didn't come into the store?
I don't know. I was in a sanitarium.
Definite traumatic psychosis. When you got out, did you go back to your job at the department store?
Yeah, but I was smart. I had him transfer me to the jewelry department.
What was smart about that?
Well, this old gentleman didn't look like the jewelry buying type.
Then you did not see him last year.
He found me.
And more trouble?
Yeah. Once again, he came in to buy something for Don. This time it was cufflinks.
Well, that is good. Who could find anything wrong with cufflinks?
He found it. It was the engraving. First, he had them engraved D.W. So I wrapped them all pretty and Christmassy. Then he goes off happy, and I am silently saying a prayer of thanks.
Aha, that is good.
Not good. He discovers that D.W. has a middle initial. So first he buys the gift, then I engrave the gift, then I wrap the gift. Then he changes his mind about the engraving. So I unwrap the gift, I change the engraving, rewrap the gift. And then he changes his mind and wants cheaper cufflinks. So I have to go through wrapping, engraving, and rewrapping again.
Please, I'm trying to help you stop choking me.
I'm sorry, Doctor.
Mr. Blank, avoiding your work will cause repressions. It should only magnify this in your subconscious.
So you think I should go back to my job?
Well, certainly, you will probably never run into this aggravating man again.
Well, I have taken precautions. This year I asked to be put in the gardening tools department.
Gardening tools?
Yeah. All these people live in the city. They have no use for anything like that.
Good. You are facing your problem face to face with your face. But remember, should you ever meet this man any place, use psychology. Be nice, be calm, be pleasant to him, and you will have no trouble.
Well, don't worry, Doctor. I won't see him. But if I do, I'll be calm and I'll be nice to him. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye, and Merry Christmas, Mr. Blank.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Doctor. Now I gotta hurry back to the store.
Gosh, Mary, no matter how early you try to do your Christmas shopping, the store is always crowded.
Yeah.
Yet I can't start doing my shopping any earlier. I like to buy modern, up-to-the-minute gifts, you know.
As far as I'm concerned, your gifts are ahead of the times.
What do you mean?
You gave me jewelry that turned green years before they had chlorophyll.
Oh, stop. Now, let's see. I still have to buy lots of gifts. I'm going to the jewelry department to see if I can find something for my sponsor.
Well, I've got to get something for my mother. I'll meet you out here later.
Okay, Mary. Now, let's see. Where's the jewelry department? I think it's on the next floor, the top one. I wonder where... Oh, there's the floor walker. I'll ask him. Oh, floor walker. Floor walker. Can you give me some information?
Ask me anything. I'm a talking horse.
Oh, stop. You don't even look like a horse.
Not now. There's a veterinarian in Denmark who does wonders.
Now, stop with that silly talk, or I'll go to the manager and report you. Now, look, I'm looking for a jewelry department. Will you tell me where to go? Never mind. Yes, sir. May I help you, young man?
Yes, I'm looking for Christmas gifts for my mother and father.
Well, this is the sporting goods department. How about some golf balls?
No.
Tennis racket?
No.
Hey, I've got an idea. What about a punching bag?
Hey, that's great. Now, what would you suggest for my father?
Just a minute, young man. You want to get this punching bag for your mother?
Uh-huh.
That's rather unusual. Has she ever had one before?
No, she always used my father. You can send the punching bag, and I'll enclose a card to both my parents.
Yes, sir. What's your address?
It's on Orange Avenue. The number is 3247 and a half.
A half? Oh, it's a duplex.
No, it was hit by lightning. Wrap it up. I'll take it with me.
Mary.
Oh, here I am, Jack. Did you get a present for your sponsor?
Yes, I sent him a nail file.
A nail file? Do you think that's a suitable Christmas gift for a sponsor?
Well, for just any sponsor, no, but mine needs sharp fingernails, so he can tear and compare. I'm sure he'll like it. Now, let's see. I've already given you a bonus, and I bought Dennis's gift. Gee, I wish I knew what to buy for Don Wilson.
Ought to be easy to get something for Don. He just moved into a new home. Get something for his house.
No, I heard him mention that his entire home was furnished by an interior decorator.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute, Jack. Isn't Don's new home sort of a little ranch in the San Fernando Valley?
Yes.
Well, why don't you get him some gardening tools?
Yeah. Gardening tools. Why didn't I think of that? Say, Mary, I know what to get Don as a Christmas present, and he'll really appreciate it.
What?
A gopher trap.
A gopher trap?
Yeah, I heard him mention that his place is overrun with gophers. Come on, Mary, let's go.
You go yourself. I'm going to buy a gift for Barbara Stanwyck. I'll meet you at the perfume counter.
Okay, Mary. I'll see you later. Let's see. Where would I get a gopher trap? I wonder if that comes under hunting equipment. I'll just have to... Now, where's that floor walker? Oh, there he is, way over there. Oh, floor walker! Floor walker!
Did you call me?
Yes, where can I buy a gopher trap?
In the gardening tools department down in the basement.
Thanks. Imagine that crazy floor walker saying he's a horse. Well, I better get over to the gardening tools department.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what
Excuse me, clerk.
yes, sir. What can I... Oh, it's yours.
What?
I'm sorry, sir. I must be calm. I'll be happy to wait on you.
Thank you. I'd like to buy a gopher trap.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, I'll go get one for you. He wants a gopher trap. A gopher trap? What trouble can I get into with that? Here they are. Here you are, sir. This is the most popular type of gopher trap.
It looks so complicated. How does it work?
Well, you open this little door, and you set it with this wire. Then you put a piece of tomato in this wire cage for bait.
Well, that's fine. But wait a minute. What do you do with the gopher after you have him trapped?
Well, you have to take him out and kill him.
That seems so cruel.
Well, we have another type trap that catches him and kills him at the same time.
Oh, you have another kind of trap?
I have to tell him yet. Yes, sir. Here it is, sir.
How does this one work?
Well, you spread these two sharp prongs apart, and pretty soon the little gopher comes sniffing around, walks in, boing, and that's the end of him.
Good. I'll take this one here that kills them, you see. Wrap it up as a Christmas gift.
Yes, sir. A Christmas gift?
Yes. I'm giving it to someone for Christmas. Now, I want red and green ribbons and tinsel and everything.
Okay.
And clerk, enclose a card saying...
To Don, I know.
That's right. I'll be back and pick it up later.
Hey, Mary.
Oh, hello, Bob. Doing your Christmas shopping?
Uh-huh. And Mary, when you got a wife and 5 kids, that's really a chore.
Well, I imagine it is. What are you getting the kids?
Well, I'm getting both the girls dresses and the 2 younger boys electric trains. For my oldest boy, I'm getting a bicycle.
Ooh, that's nice.
Well, I thought so, too, but he keeps complaining. He thinks he's too old for a bicycle.
Well, what does he want?
Marilyn Monroe.
No.
Yeah. Well, I got some more shopping to do. You want to join me, Mary?
No, I've got to wait here for Jack.
Hey, that reminds me. I've got to buy Jack's present right now. It's kind of hard to figure out a gift for him. Have you got any suggestions?
Well, how about something for his den? I mean, a picture, a book, or...
Say, I know what. I think I could get him a lamp to put on the table near his telephone.
Yeah, he can use a lamp by that phone.
Well, you're not kidding. It's so dark in that corner that twice I put a dime in the quarter slot.
Yeah, that's a nice gift. It'll save us all money.
See you later, Mary.
Oh, Mary! Mary!
Over here, Jack. What took you so long?
I'm sorry, but the store is so busy.
Well, Jack, who else do you have to get gifts for?
Well, I'll have to look at the list.
Thank you, ma'am. That's $6.70. Yes, sir, that's $4 even. Yes, ma'am, $3 out of 10.
Listen, Mary, they're playing our song. Oh, here's my list. Now, let's see.
Well, hello, Jack. Hello, Mary.
Hi, Don. Gosh, you're carrying a lot of packages.
I sure am.
Hey, what's that big bundle there on the bottom?
Oh, I just got that in the sports department. You know, I like to go hunting occasionally, and I bought myself a tent.
Oh, really? Single-breasted or double?
Well, I've got to go.
Oh, more shopping, Don?
No, I better get home to my wife. She's not feeling too well.
Oh, that's a shame, Don. What's wrong with Lois?
Oh, nothing serious, but this morning she went out in the garden and saw a dead gopher. The mere sight of it made her faint, but she'll be all right. So long.
So long, Don. Come on, Jack. We'd better go. Jack, what are you thinking about?
What Don said. He said his wife faints at the sight of dead gophers.
So what?
So what? Mary, I bought down the type of trap that kills the gophers.
Well, what do you want to get? The kind that lifts their feet up and pats them on the popo?
Mary, I want to get the kind of a trap, you know, the kind that traps them alive. Wait here, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, clerk.
Yes, sir, I got your package right here. It's gift-wrapped and tied with tinsel ribbon. Just a second, I'll get it for you.
Oh, don't get it. I've changed my mind.
What?
I want to exchange it for the kind that captures the gophers alive.
Look, mister, there's really no difference.
I'm sorry. I don't want the trap that kills the gophers.
What do you care? You don't know him personally.
It's not that.
But, mister, it took me 10 minutes to wrap that gopher trap as a gift with all the tinsel and ribbons. Look at all the trouble you put me to.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't want the trap that kills them. I like to be kind to animals.
Why don't you try it with people?
What?
Nothing. I must be polite. I'm sorry, sir.
Good. Now, gift wrap one that catches the gophers alive, and I'll be back.
I know.
Mary said she'd wait here. Well, since she's not here, I'll go over to the lingerie counter and buy some stockings for my sister Florence. See, I think Florence wears size...
Hey, Bud.
Huh?
Come here a minute.
Who, me?
Yeah. Where you going?
To the lingerie counter. I'm going to buy some stockings for my sister.
What kind?
Nylon. Huh?
Get silk stockings.
Why?
Silk will give you a run for the money.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I'll get her stocking. Maybe I'll get her something else, something real nice. What do you think of a sheer negligee?
A great show bet.
Say, look, fella, every time I run into you, you tout me on trains, apples, candy, everything but horses.
So what?
Look, Santa Anita's going to open in a couple of weeks, so for once, why don't you give me a tip on a race?
Okay. Got a great horse for you on opening day.
You have? What is it?
Floor walker in the second.
No, I saw him, and he's carrying too much weight. See you later.
Yes, so long, Bud.
So long. I always run into that guy. I wonder where Mary is. Hey, there's Rochester doing some shopping. I bet he's buying something for me. I'm going to eavesdrop and see what he gets me.
May I wait on you?
Yes, sir. I'm looking for a Christmas gift for my boss.
For your boss, eh? How about a tie?
No, he has lots of those.
Well, how about a wallet or a money clip?
Money clip? What's a money clip?
No, it's a thing to hold your folding money.
I've never had any that folds. How's it work?
Well, it's a spring-like metal clip that holds your money tight.
He's got a fist that does that.
Wait till I get Rochester home.
Hi, Jack.
Oh, hello, Bob. Doing your shopping, too, I see.
Yes, Jack, and as a matter of fact, I've gotten all the gifts for everybody except Don Wilson. Do you have any suggestions?
No, I had a tough time deciding on a gift for Donzie myself. I finally got him something for his ranch, a gopher trap.
Well, that's different anyway. And it makes a sensible gift. Everybody wants to kill those little pests.
Oh, this isn't the kind that kills them, you see. This catches them alive.
Jack, those kind aren't any good. Why, if the gopher is in there a long time, he bites his way out and he gets away.
Oh, you mean the traps that kill him are better?
Well, certainly.
Well, excuse me, Bob. I've got to take care of something.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to.
Hello, Mr. Blank. How is it going?
Huh? Oh, hello, Doctor.
Did that the blue-eyed gentleman find you?
Like he had radar. He comes over here to buy a gopher trap, a simple little thing like a gopher trap. First he decides on one that catches him alive. But I made a mistake. Before I wrapped it, I let him know we also had the kind that kills him. So I sell him one of those. Then I wrap it and put tinsel and ribbon on it, and he goes away. Then he comes back and he makes me unwrap it because he wants the kind that catches him alive.
No. Control yourself. Control yourself. Here, take this little pill. It will calm your nerves.
I can't take a pill, Doctor. There's no water here. I can't leave my cot at door in this rush.
Please, I am the doctor. You go take the pill. I'll wait on any customers who come along.
Well, okay.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun. Ah, yes, sir. May I help you?
Yes, Oh, where's the other clerk?
He has gone for a little while. Perhaps I can take care of you.
Well, yes. I have a gopher trap here, wrapped as a gift.
Uh-huh. Oh, here it is. Merry Christmas.
Oh, just a minute. I don't want this one. See, I want the other kind.
But, mister, this is all wrapped up with tinsel and ribbons. I'm sure the gopher will like it just as well.
But look, I don't want this kind. See, it traps them alive. I want the kind that kills them instantly.
Very well. Yeah, I guess that's the kind. Yeah, here you are.
Yeah, wait a minute. I don't want it like that. I want a gift wrap.
Isn't that kind of silly?
No, never mind. Just wrap it up.
All right.
Look, not so much red ribbon. Get some more green.
Look, mister, it's Christmas, not St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, here you are.
Thank you. Wait a minute. You forgot to take the card out of the other one and close it in this one.
Can't you put another card on the outside?
No. I want the original card. You see, the one that I had something written on there. So unwrap the first trap. Take the card out and unwrap the second trap. Put the card in. Then rewrap the second trap.
What is this? First you make me wrap the second package. Then you want me to unwrap the first one.
That's right.
You take the card out, unwrap the second one, put the card in, more tinsel, more ribbon, not so much red, more green, unwrap it, rewrap it.
Wait a minute, mister, calm down. Calm down. You get upset too easily. You ought to see a psychiatrist.
I am a psychiatrist!
Look, control yourself.
I'm not going to. I know all about you, Blue Eyes. I know about you and your shoelaces with the plastic tips and the metal tips and the initials on the couplings and the rewrapping and the card changing. Oh, I know you, Blue Eyes.
Look, wait a minute.
You're not going to make me crazy. You're not going to drive me crazy.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Good night, everybody. We're a little late.
The Jack Benny Program. Broadcasting from the Veterans Administration Hospital in Long Beach, California, the Lucky Strike Program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Rochester, Dennis Day, Bob Crosby, and yours truly, Don Wilson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, since our program today comes to you from a hospital, I take great pleasure in bringing you a man who talks like a doctor and walks like a nurse.
What?
Jack Benny!
Well, that's all I've got to say. Well, thank you. Hello again. This is Jack Benny talking. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Don.
Oh, I'm sorry to break up like this, Jack, but that introduction I gave you was so funny, I just can't help laughing.
Oh, you thought it was funny, huh, Don?
Yeah, you're not angry, are you?
No.
Well, I'm glad you're not, because you know me, anything for a laugh.
Yeah.
Talks like a doctor and walks like a nurse. Jack, you sure you're not angry?
Don, now why should I be angry? When you said I talk like a doctor, I was flattered. After all, if I'm a doctor, I'm an MD. MD means more deductions. Which is exactly what you're going to find on your paycheck this week. Now, laugh that one off.
Now,
brother.
wait a minute, Jack. Every time I say something that strikes me funny, you always...
Don, don't get excited. I'm not going to cut your salary. I only said that to stop you from laughing. See, the way you were shaking, I was afraid Terminal Island would sink another 3 feet. No kidding, fellas. You ever see a stomach as big as Don's? If that thing was filled with toys, every kid in America would be loaded. Hey, Don, if you're such a laughing boy, why is it when I say funny things you don't get hysterical? That was a pretty good joke, you know.
Well, frankly, I fail to see the humor in any platitudes concerning my obesity.
What does that mean?
I don't like being called a big fat slob.
Oh, well, in that case... Oh, hello, Mary.
Hello, Jack. Hiya, fellas.
Well, Mary, I'm certainly glad you got here in time for the show. You know, you had me worried.
Well, I'm sorry, Jack, but I overslept. It took me an hour and 20 minutes to drive down from Beverly Hills.
Oh, you overslept, huh?
Yeah. I've been up late every night this week.
Well, look, Mary, if I told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. If you want to remain a big star, you can't stay up all hours of the night having fun.
Who's having fun? I'm wrapping Christmas packages at Make Company.
Oh, yes, the Christmas rush, yeah.
Excuse me a minute, Jack. Oh, Don,
Yes, Mary?
I've got a big surprise for you. Just as I entered the building, I ran into Dr. Komar and Dr. Bors.
No kidding, Mary. Dr. Komar and Dr. Bohr, huh?
Who's Dr. Komar? Who's Dr. Bors?
Don, they said that since the operation, they've received honorary mention from the Medical Society.
Ah, gee, that's quite an honor for Dr. Komar and Dr. Bohr.
Who's Dr. Komar and who's Dr. Bors?
And you know, Don...
Wait a minute. Who's Dr. Komar and Dr. Bors?
Well, Jack, if you must know, they're the doctors who performed a major abdominal operation on Don.
On Don?
Yes.
Gee, I didn't know Don had a stomach operation, Mary. What did they take out?
They didn't take anything out. They put in a deep freeze.
Now, Mary, before you came in, Don told me that he doesn't like any platitudes concerning his obesity.
What does that mean?
I don't know, Mary, really. I'm quoting.
Oh, Longfellow the poet?
No, Fatfellow the announcer. Now, look, Mary, we came down to entertain the boys here at the Veteran Administration Hospital. So let's not... Oh, excuse me, Mary. Come in.
Here I am, boss.
Rochester! Well, bring it right in, Rochester. We'll set it up here in the corner.
Jack, a Christmas tree.
That's right, Mary. I bought it for the boys here.
Well, Jack, with trees selling for $1.50 a foot, you certainly picked out a nice big one.
Oh, I picked this one out, Miss Livingston. I returned the one that Mr. Benny bought.
Why? Couldn't you get it through the door?
Through the door? You could have gotten that one through the keyhole.
Rochester, do me a favor. Just set the tree up and start trimming it.
Okay. And, boss, if I do a good job, would you give me the rest of the week off? I sort of made arrangements to play Santa this year.
Rochester, you're going to play Santa Claus?
No, Santa Anita.
I should have known. I'm sorry, Rochester, but I'm not giving you any time off to go to the racetrack.
But, boss...
Rochester, don't but boss me. You've been working for me for 12 years, and I've made it a policy never to let you gamble.
Mr. Benny is right, Rochester. It'd be different if you were making a decent salary.
Why, certainly. Now, Rochester, set up the Christmas tree and start trimming it.
Okay. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Rochester.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. If my voice was higher, you would fire Dennis Day.
I would not. Now, Rochester, just hang the ornaments on the tree and be very careful with them because...
Hello, Mary. Hello, Jack. Hiya, fellas.
Bob Crosby. Say, Bob, this is the first time you've been down to the Veterans Hospital in Long Beach. How do you like it?
Oh, it's just wonderful, Jack. You know, this whole place is run just like a great, big, luxurious hotel.
A hotel?
You know, Jack, I ran into a friend of mine who's a patient here, and you should have heard him rave about the service.
No kidding.
Why, he said all you have to do is just yell, and 4 beautiful nurses rush in and wait on you.
No.
Yeah. And he said it doesn't matter when you feel like eating. All you got to do is just press a little buzzer, and the chef comes out, sits on the edge of your bed, and says, "Which would you prefer, boys, filet mignon or crepe Suzette?"
Well, that is service. I don't blame your friend for raving.
Oh, that isn't all. If you feel like a little liqueur or champagne after dinner, why, my friend said all you have to do is just call the wine steward and,
Bob, why'd you stop talking?
Well, that's where my friend stopped. He came out of the ether.
Well, I thought he was exaggerating a little bit. Now, Bob, even though Dennis is going to sing later, I think the boys here would appreciate it if you did a song, too. How about it? Huh?
Well, I've got a song that hasn't anything to do with Christmas, but it's a very big hit right now.
Well, I'm sure they'd like to hear it. Let's have it. That was Bob Crosby singing Don't Let the Stars Get in Your Eyes. And very good, Bob, very good.
Thank you, Jack. Say, do you mind if I ask you something?
Not at all, Bob. What is it?
Well, what would you do if you found out that someone was stealing your jokes and trying to imitate you?
Well, I'd be awfully upset about it. Why do you ask?
Well, I'm in the same predicament. You are? Yeah, there's another singer around. He makes records and everything. Goes out of his way to sound an awful lot like me.
I think I know who you mean. Bob Hope introduced me to him. While they were making that picture, The Road to Redondo. But look, if you're so concerned about this fella stealing your style, why don't you talk to him?
Well, I did, and he hit me over the head with Gary.
Well, good.
Oh, wait a minute, Bob. If you feel that your brother Bing's reputation is hurting you professionally, why don't you change your name?
Say, that's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that before? That's what I'll do. I'll change my name.
What are you going to change it to?
Sam Crosby.
Well, that'll fool everybody. Now, look, Mary.
Oh, boss!
What is it, Rochester?
I'm almost finished trimming the tree. How does it look?
Those ornaments I brought down certainly look nice, but Rochester, the tree doesn't look colorful with just the red ornaments. Put some green ones on now.
There ain't any green ones.
Rochester, I picked out 24 green ones. How come they're all red?
They ripened on the way down. I told you not to use tomatoes.
I can't understand how those tomatoes could ripen so fast. From Beverly Hills to Long Beach is only 40 miles as the crow flies.
That's a 1952 crow. You got a 1910 Maxwell.
Oh, stop.
Rochester's right, Jack. Why don't you get rid of that old car and buy a new one?
I'll tell you why, Mary. That car has been like an old friend to me. Been with me through rain and shine, through thick and thin, through good times and bad.
Through McKinley and Coolidge.
I know. Very funny, Mary, very funny. I think that was the cleverest line in the show. Don't you think so, Bob? Bob? Sam.
Yes, sir.
Everybody has to be a comedian.
Well, Jack, you've got to admit that Mary got off some beautiful ad-libs today.
I know. She must be trying to impress the girls at the May Company.
May Company? What does he mean, Mary?
Well, Bob, I can't live on what Jack is paying me, so I'm working nights wrapping Christmas gifts.
Oh, no. Now, wait a minute. I don't believe that Jack could be that cheap.
Well, brother, you're in for a shock.
A shock?
Yeah, last night I wrapped the Christmas gift he's sending you.
No kidding, Mary. What'd he get me?
Well, I'm not allowed to tell, Bob. But you unwrap the Christmas package, save the paper. It's the most expensive part.
You nearly loused that joke up good. I thought she'd never get to the end of that one. I don't mind being stingy, but get to it. Now, Bob, believe me, I'm sending you a very... Excuse me. Come in.
Mr. Benny?
Yes?
Mr. Benny, I represent the patients here at the Long Beach Veterans Hospital.
I see.
We understand that when you did a show at an air base, the boys gave you a propeller with their names on it.
Yes, they did.
And when you did a program at a naval base, they gave you a life preserver bearing the signatures of the entire personnel.
That's right.
So we, too, would like to present you with a token of our appreciation.
You would?
Yes. On behalf of the patients here at the Veterans Hospital in Long Beach, I'd like to present you with this autographed bed sheet.
Well, isn't that wonderful? Gee, look at all the names of the boys here. Wait a minute, what's this name here? It looks like Robert Smith. But the Robert is scratched out, and it says Louise.
Yes, the doctors here are as good as the ones in Denmark.
Louise, well, what do you know? Well, thank you very much for the gift.
You're welcome.
What a thing to present me with, a bed sheet.
Oh, boss!
Yes, Rochester?
I can't reach the top of the tree to put the star on it.
Well, of course you can't reach it. Use the ladder.
But, boss, that ladder's awful wobbly.
Oh, stop being a baby. Give me that star. I'll climb the ladder and put it up myself. There we are. Now all I have to do is lean over.
Jack, the ladder's starting to shake. Look out!
Boss, the tree looks beautiful.
What do you mean the tree looks beautiful? I still got the star in my hand.
I know, but your toupee flew off and caught on the top branch.
My toupee?
Yeah, lots of trees have snow, but this one's got dandruff.
Jack, when you fell off the ladder, did you hurt yourself?
No, darn it.
What do you mean, darn it?
Well, the year's almost up, and I haven't had a chance to use my Blue Cross policy yet. Now, Rochester, set the ladder up again. I'm going to put that star up.
Oh, just, Jack, your next TV show is the 28th, isn't it?
That's right, next Sunday.
Jack, are you having any guest stars?
Am I having guest stars? Get this, Mary. I'm having Mr. and Mrs. Jimmy Stewart.
Wow, Jimmy Stewart and his wife. Why, Jack, that must cost a fortune.
No, it doesn't, Bob. You see, I made a very good deal. You see, I only hired Jimmy Stewart's wife, and Jimmy is coming on for nothing.
Yeah, but why would he do that?
He doesn't trust me. Anyway, they're going to be with me next Sunday on my TV show, and it's going to... Well, Dennis, it's about time you got here.
Hello, Mr. Benny. Hello, everybody.
Dennis, what made you so late?
Oh, I wasn't late.
What?
I was here all the time, but my mother told me to hide.
Why would your mother tell you to do a thing like that?
She said I like to see the old man worry.
Dennis, what has your mother got against me anyway? Look what I did for you. I made it possible for you to be on radio, got your jobs in pictures, television. I don't know why your mother's so mad. Why, last summer when I took you to London, I even bought you first-class passage. I'm worse than Mary here. Why, last summer... I'm going to take that line over again. Why, last summer when I took you to London, I even bought you first-class passage.
That's why she's mad at you.
Why, because your ticket was first class?
No, because it was round trip.
Oh, well, Dennis, I don't care if your mother likes me or not. And, kid, if she was listening to the program, I hope she squirmed a little because I had Bob Crosby sing a song.
Who?
Bob Crosby.
Who? Dennis, don't you remember me?
Oh, Sam!
Yes, Sam. Now, look here, Dennis.
Jack.
Huh?
No wonder Dennis says silly things. You get him excited. You don't know how to handle him.
I guess you're right, Mary.
Of course I'm right. Now look, Dennis. This is the first time you've been here at the Veterans Hospital. So why don't you...
I was here before.
Oh, you were?
Uh-huh. During the war, when I was entering the service, I had to fill out a questionnaire, and after I got through answering all the questions, they sent me down here for an examination, and 3 doctors examined me to see if I was fit for the service.
3 doctors? See, that must have been quite an examination. Did you have to remove all your clothes?
No, they just told me to take off my hat.
Well, that I can believe.
Oh, you know, Mr. Benny, I rode down here with Don Wilson, and he told me a very funny joke. Would you like to hear it?
Well, yes, Dennis, go ahead.
Well, Don said that
Just a second, Dennis. Are you sure you can tell this joke before this mixed audience? You know, Louise is here. Is the joke all right?
Oh, sure, it's a wonderful joke.
Well, what is it?
Well, Don told me that you ought to be a big success at this hospital because you talk like a doctor and walk like a nurse.
Dennis, I'm glad you repeated that joke because if I'm a doctor, that makes me an MD. MD stands for Morton Downey, who may be singing on the program next week.
Oy vey.
So watch it.
Oh, boss!
Oh, yes, Roger. Oh, is that you, oy vey?
This old boss.
Oh!
Yes, Rochester.
I got the lights on the tree. Should I turn them on?
Not yet. Hey, kids, Rochester's ready to light up the tree. Let's all gather around.
Oh, yeah, let's see him, Jess.
Now, okay, Rochester, plug in the lights.
Yes, sir.
The wires must be crossed.
Well, something must be crossed. The tomatoes lit up.
Rochester, try it again.
Yes, sir. Oh, here's the trouble, boss. There's a bare wire right by the socket.
Well, don't stand there. Fix it.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Boss, I ain't fooling around with electricity.
Oh, Rochester, imagine being afraid of electricity. Supposing Robert Fulton was afraid. He never would have invented the electric light. Would he?
Jack, you're thinking of Thomas Edison.
Edison? Well, then what did Robert Fulton do?
He wrote, I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Oh, yes. Now, Rochester, please fix these lights.
Okay. Now, let me see now. In electricity, there's the electrons and the electrodes. And then there's the positive and the negative. But I ain't positive which one is negative. Then there's the atoms. Now, the atoms are supposed to go from the positive to the negative. Or maybe they go from the electrons to the electrodes. Then again, maybe they go from Long Beach to Wilmington.
Rochester.
Now, as long as these atoms keep passing each other, everything is all right. But when they meet halfway and start fighting, they're going to turn on anybody who tries to butt in.
Rochester, I'm not interested in the scientific details. I just want you to fix those lights. And you've got nothing to be afraid of because while you're fixing it, no one is going to plug it in and no one is going to turn on the switch.
Oh, I know, boss. While I'm holding the bare wire, you ain't going to turn on the switch, and Miss Livingston ain't going to turn on the switch.
Of course not.
But way up there at Boulder Dam, there's a little man sitting in a room all alone with thousands of wires around him.
So what?
How do I know he ain't going to do something just to break the monotony?
Rochester, you can stop with the joke.
Jack!
What?
Look, the lights went on.
Oh, yes. Who fixed the wire?
I did, Jack.
Well, isn't that beautiful? Look how pretty the lights are. Oh, Dennis.
Yes, Mr. Benny?
Now that the tree is lit up and the boys here in the hospital are waiting to hear you sing, would you like to do some Christmas carols?
I sure would, Mr. Benny.
All right, go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my sponsor and my entire staff, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
Transcribed, this is the CBS Radio Network. The Jack Benny Program. From Palm Springs, California, the Lucky Strike Program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Rochester, Dennis Day, Bob Crosby, and yours truly, Don Wilson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to yesterday morning and visit the employment office of one of Palm Springs' leading department stores.
Now, looking at your record, Mr. Blank, I see that you've worked in our Los Angeles store for 7 years.
That's right, sir.
And just why did you want to transfer from our Los Angeles store to our Palm Springs store?
For my health, sir.
Oh, I see. Your doctor thought the sunshine and fresh air would be good for you?
Not my doctor, my psychiatrist.
Well, tell me, Mr. Blank, just what was it that caused you to go to the psychiatrist?
A customer that kept coming into the store every year, just before Christmas.
A customer?
Yeah. He first came into the store in 1946. He was a kindly-looking, blue-eyed old gentleman. He bought a Christmas present, and then 6 times during the day he came back. Pestered me and exchanged it for a different model.
Well, what was the gift he kept exchanging?
Shoelaces.
He bought shoelaces for a Christmas present?
Yeah, for someone named Don.
Well, now, how could he possibly exchange shoelaces 6 times?
Well, first he bought the laces with metal tips. Then he came back because he thought plastic tips looked more modern. Soon he was back again. He was afraid the plastic tips might crack.
So he went back to metal tips. Then he got to thinking the metal tips might rust. So he came back to change them to plastic tips. 6 times he changed his mind. Plastic tips, metal tips, plastic tips, metal tips, plastic tips, metal tips.
Sir, control yourself. Stop screaming. People will think that you just saw the Palm Springs prices.
Why, I'm sorry, sir. But then, every year since then, this man has been back buying gifts for Don and exchanging them. One year it was a wallet. Once it was cufflinks.
Well, what did he buy this Don last Christmas?
A gopher trap.
A gopher trap? Well, tell me, Mr. Blank, do you feel that you're well enough now to go back to work?
Oh, yes. The psychiatrist gave me some pills, which I always carry with me. I take one whenever I start to get excited.
Well, that's good. Now, I'm going to assign you to the date department.
The date department?
Yes. There you'll meet mostly tourists from the East who wish to send some of these delicious dates back home.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Well, you better get to work, Mr. Blank. The store has been open for half an hour already.
Yes, sir.
You know, Jack, I must admit this was a good idea of yours, doing your Christmas shopping here in Palm Springs.
Well, sure, Mary. After all, this is a branch of the Los Angeles store, and they have everything here. Now, let's see my shopping list. You have to get a load of gifts. Now, what'll I get for my secretary, Jeanette?
Oh, you ought to get her something nice. You like her, don't you?
Uh-huh. She's very pretty, and she's got a wonderful figure. I'm lucky to have a secretary like her.
Well, why don't you get her a game of Scrabble?
No, she can't spell. She can't take shorthand, either. I may have to let her go if she doesn't learn how to type soon. She's a wonderful secretary. Now, let's see.
Jack, have you thought about your sister Florence?
Yes, quite often. Now, let's see.
I mean, how about getting her a gift?
Oh, I'll get her something. Now, let's see. Gee, I don't know what to get my sponsor.
Oh, how about a nice fountain pen?
Hey, that's a good idea, Mary. I'll meet you back here later.
Okay.
I wonder what department I can get fountain pens. Where's the floor walker? I'll ask him. Oh, Mister! Look, I want to buy some gifts.
Gifts, huh? You're probably buying them for business associates and relatives.
That's right. How did you know?
I didn't think you had any friends.
Look, that's none of your business. Now, I want to buy a fountain pen. Does this store have any?
Yes, we have ballpoints, regulars, and the new Palm Springs pen.
A Palm Springs pen?
Yes, you fill it with suntan oil and write love letters in the sand.
Oh, never mind. I'll find the place myself. Silly floor walker. I think I can get the pens on the next floor. Then. Well, I got the fountain pen for my sponsor. Now I got to get something for Hickey Marks, my producer, and Bert Scott, and...
Oh, Jack!
Oh, there you are, Mary.
Oh, what took you so long? Did you get the present for your sponsor?
Uh-huh, and I was just wondering what to get the 2 CBS telephone operators, Mabel Flapsaddle and Gertrude Gearshift. Mary, what would you suggest for them?
Well, I don't know, Jack. How much do you want to spend?
I know, about $5 apiece.
Well, why don't you get them each 100 Gillette blue blades?
No, Mary, I gave him that last year. Well, I'll think of something. Now, let's see. Who else?
Hiya, Bud.
Huh?
Long time no see.
Yeah. Come on, Mary, let's go.
Jack, wasn't that the...
Yes, Mary, he's that racetrack tout, you know. Probably resting up here till Santa Anita opens. Come on, let's get away from him. Well, that takes care of practically everybody on my list except Don Wilson. He's always such a problem, you know.
Wait a minute, Jack.
since we're all down here in Palm Springs, why don't you give them something in keeping with the resort, like a nice box of dates?
Mary, I think you've got it. You know, Don loves to eat. Come on, let's go to the date department.
No, Jack, I've still got some of my own shopping to do. I'll meet you later at the sportswear department.
Okay, I'll be there in about 10 minutes. Now, let me see. Where's the date department? I better ask the floor walker. Oh, mister.
Oh, it's you again.
Yes, look, can I get to the date department by going past the sporting goods section and taking the last aisle to the left?
Just this once, but don't ever do it again.
Thanks. Here's where they sell the dates. Oh, clerk.
Yes, sir. What can I do?
What's the matter, clerk?
Nothing. He doesn't recognize me. I'll be calm. What can he do to me in the date department? Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Well, are these dates fresh?
Oh, yes, sir. They're grown right here in Palm Springs under the most ideal conditions.
What do you mean, ideal conditions?
Well, these dates are kissed all day by the hot desert sun till 3 o'clock when it goes behind the mountain, and then they're in nature's deep freeze.
Well, this box looks very nice. I'll take it, huh?
That's $1.65.
Fine. I'd like it gift wrapped.
I know.
Put this card in with it, will you?
Yeah, okay. Excuse me while I wrap it at that counter over there. Gee, that wasn't bad at all. I didn't even have to take a single pill. There, now cut the ribbon. Here you are, mister. All wrapped for Christmas. Red and green ribbon and everything.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I hope Don likes these dates.
Oh, I'm sure he will. Most everybody likes these plain dates better than the ones stuffed with nuts.
Yes. You have dates stuffed with nuts?
I had to tell him yet. Why didn't that psychiatrist teach me to keep my mouth shut?
Look, let me see a box of the ones stuffed with nuts.
Oh, mister, you wouldn't like him. He wouldn't like him. Nobody would like him. Believe me.
Oh, here they are, right here. Say, they do look delicious.
But, mister...
After all, Christmas only comes once a year. I may as well give Don the best. I want this box with the stuffed dates.
My pills. Where are my pills? Oh, here they are.
Clerk, those pills aren't going to do you any good.
Why not?
You're supposed to take them out of the bottle before swallowing them.
Maybe I'll be lucky. Maybe the glass will kill me. Here's your card from the plain dates.
You keep it. Put it in the stuffed date box.
Okay. Excuse me while I wrap it.
Oh, clerk, hold it a minute.
Now what?
I just thought of something. That card is a printed one. It's too formal. I'm going to write something more personal.
Okay, I fooled you this time. I didn't put the card in the package.
What?
Nothing. You write the card. I'll wrap the package.
Okay. Well, let me see. Oh, yes, I'll write him a little poem. To Don, this Christmas I'm giving you something to chew, these delicious dates and nuts to you. That doesn't sound right.
Okay, mister, here's your package.
Thanks.
That'll be $2.15.
I thought it was $1.65.
That was for the plain dates.
Well, there aren't any more dates in this box, are there?
No, but these are stuffed.
Well, look, mister, I'm not going to pay 50 cents extra for a few nuts.
But look!
It's not the money, just that I don't want to be a sucker about these things. I want the plain one.
And you want them gift wrapped?
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll wrap them!
Good, I'll be back and pick them up later. I got to meet someone in the sportswear department. Yeah, I don't want to keep Mary waiting, but I can't find the sportswear.
Why, hello, Jack.
Oh, hi, Bob. You doing your Christmas shopping, too, huh?
Yeah, me and my piano player, Charlie Bagby, have been here all morning.
Oh, Bagby's here, huh? He's not in Los Angeles?
No, I brought him with me to Palm Springs. I felt that the change of gutters would do him some good.
I hope so. Where's Charlie now?
Well, he sneaked away from me. I think he didn't want me to see what he's getting me for Christmas. And it's just as well, because I wanted to do some shopping for the boys in the band.
Oh, you're buying Charlie's gift now?
No, I've got his already. But I am kind of stuck on what to get for Frank Remley.
Well, look, Bob, that should be no problem. Why don't you get Frankie a cordial? You know, like a bottle of Drambuie.
Well, Jack, that's a nice gift, but not for Remley. You see, Drambuie, that's an after-dinner drink.
So what?
Well, Remley never quite lasts till after dinner.
I see what you mean. Say, I meant to ask you about, what are you getting your brother Bing for Christmas?
Well, he just bought a boat, so I'm going to give him an Admiral refrigerator.
Well, now, isn't that clever? So Bing bought a boat, huh?
Yes, the Lurleen.
Oh. Are you shopping for the rest of your family here, too, Bob?
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact. Right now, I'm on my way to the toy department to get something for my children.
Hey, do you mind if I join you? I always get a kick out of the new toys they have for kids.
Oh, no, come on, Jack. Here it is. It's right across the aisle. Hey, Jack. Jack, look at that set of electric trains. Isn't that terrific? Hey, that one there looks just like the Super Chief.
Yeah, what a toy. Now, I got to run along. I'm supposed to meet Mary at the sportswear counter. Bob, do you know where it is?
No, I'm sorry, I don't, Jack.
Well, I'll find it myself. So long, fellas. I can't find that sportswear department. I better ask the floor walker. Oh, mister, can you tell me where I can find...
Well, if it isn't little boy lost again.
Never mind. I'll find the department myself.
Oh, Jack.
Right here, Mary.
Did you get the dates for Don?
Yes, Mary, I got them. I'll have to pick it up soon. It's being gift wrapped. A nice box of plain dates.
Plain dates?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jack, why didn't you get the one stuffed with nuts? Don loves nuts.
He does?
Certainly. At his house, haven't you ever noticed what's in that big bowl on the coffee table?
Yes, hams and turkeys.
Underneath, there's nuts.
Okay. I'll go do it right now. Come on, we'll go together.
Oh, no, Jack, I've still got some more gifts to buy. You can meet me at the sportswear counter.
Okay. Oh, clerk.
Huh? Oh, here's your package, mister. All gift wrapped and everything. One box of plain dates, $1.65.
Well, I'm sorry. See, I don't want those. I want the ones with the nuts in them.
Oh, no. Mister, let me alone. I'm all out of pills.
I don't know what you're talking about. And I want a box of stuffed dates gift wrapped immediately.
Okay, I'll do it. How can I avoid this guy? I tried everything. Even getting myself transferred. I wonder if this store has a branch behind the Iron Curtain.
Look, clerk, I've got some other shopping to do. Now, you wrap those dates with nuts, and I'll be back later.
I'm sure you will.
Let's see. Oh, yes, I remember where Mary said she'd meet me. Gee, she's not here. Guys, I still haven't gotten anything from my sister Florence. Say, that's the lingerie department. Maybe I can find something there. Let's see, maybe she'd like this beautiful pair of silk pajamas. Yeah, that's what I'll get. Pajamas.
Hey, Bud. Bud.
Huh?
Come here a minute.
Who, me?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm buying a gift for my sister.
What are you going to get?
Pajamas. What?
Get her a nightgown.
A nightgown? Why?
Nightgown is a sleeper.
Well, so are pajamas.
I know, but with pajamas,
When they're off, the legs will fold.
Gee, I never thought of that.
And when you make your selections, you gotta consider the string.
The pajama string?
Yeah. It's all right while it's going around the back stretch, but when it comes out in front, it ties up in a knot.
Gee, maybe you're right. Huh?
Of course I'm right. Nightgown is a great show bet.
I see what you mean. Well, so long.
So long, Bud.
I wasted so much time, I'll have to buy Florence's present later. I better get over to the sporting goods department. Mary is probably waiting for me.
Now, tell me, miss, this fellow you're buying the present for, is he your boyfriend?
No, in fact, he's my boss.
Oh, then you want to get him something nice. After all, he's responsible for your bread and butter.
Only bread.
Oh. Well, tell me, miss, what kind of a man is your boss?
Oh, nothing unusual about him. He's average height, average weight.
How old is he?
Well, he says he's around 39.
Around 39, eh?
Yeah, but I think it's the second time around. Let me see, maybe I...
Mary!
Oh, I'll be back later, mister. Here he comes now.
That man coming down the aisle?
Yes.
I think it's his third time around.
Oh, Mary, I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. Anyway, I'm all done with my shopping, and I can help you with yours.
Good, because I still have to get gifts for Dennis Day and Rochester and Bob Crosby. Then I'll be all...
Well, Jack, Mary.
Oh, hello, Don.
Hello, Don.
Hi.
Doing your Christmas shopping, Don, huh?
Yeah, just about finished, though.
So are we. Say, Don, let me look at you. Gee, you look marvelous. What a wonderful tan.
Yes, Don, you're really brown. How long you been in Palm Springs?
3 days.
Gee, how'd you get such a wonderful tan in 3 days?
I haven't been able to find a room.
Say, Don, besides being so tan, I've never seen you look so good. You've lost some weight, haven't you?
Well, yes, quite a bit, Mary. The doctor put me on a diet.
Oh, you poor guy. You must be starving yourself, huh?
Oh, no, Jack. It's not a hard diet at all. I eat practically everything. I just have to cut out a few things like sugar, cream, butter, nuts, and pastry.
Well, that's not too bad.
Oh, no. Feel fine. Well, I gotta hurry and finish my shopping.
So do we.
So long, Mary. Goodbye, Jack.
Come on, Jack. Let's go over to the counter where... Jack, what are you thinking about?
Mary, didn't you hear what Don said about his diet?
Yeah, so what?
So what? I got him the dates with nuts. It's not only fattening, it's more expensive. Mary, wait for me here. I'm going back and exchange them. I'm going to get the plain kind. Well, here's the date counter. Oh, clerk.
Oh, here you are, sir. All wrapped and ready to go.
Gee, I'm sorry I put you to all this trouble.
That's all right, mister. Here's your package.
But, look, I want the plain ones now.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll never make it. I'll never get to 10.
Look, mister, control yourself.
Control myself. This is the 4th time you've changed these dates.
Don't be so fresh. Just exchange the date.
Not this time. Oh, no, not this time. I outsmarted you. I went to the sporting goods department and got this loaded gun.
Mister, put that gun away. Cap, don't point it at your head. Suicide is a terrible thing.
Now look what you done. You made me so nervous I missed.
Mister, control yourself.
I won't control myself. First you wanted the plain dates, then the ones with the nuts, then the ones with plastic tips.
Look,
then
mister.
you wanted the dates stuffed with metal tips. Then you wanted the traffic catching the gophers alive.
Mister.
Then you wanted the gopher that eats the dates with nuts. Then you wanted the nuts that ate plain gophers. Then you wanted
I
the
didn't want
that wore
gophers, that's
shoelaces.
all.
Then you wanted the shoelaces that had dates with gophers.
Mister, I didn't-
Shoelaces, gopher traps.
Look, mister,
dates.
I don't-
I can't stand it any longer. I can't.
Good night, everybody. We're a little late.
The Jack Benny Program. From Palm Springs, California, the Lucky Strike Program, starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Rochester, Dennis Day, Bob Crosby, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, as always at the height of the tourist season here, Palm Springs is just full of celebrities. But now I give you the celebrity the whole town is talking about because he's the only one paying summer rates. And here he is, Jack Benny.
Thank you. Hello again. This is Jack Benny talking. And, Don, I don't care if the whole town is talking about me because in Palm Springs, talk is the only thing that's cheap. Believe me. Huh?
Yeah, I know what you mean, Jack, but I've worked out a pretty good deal where I'm staying.
Where, at the Biltmore?
Yeah, I get 50% off of my bill, and in return, I put in 3 hours a day as a lifeguard. And yesterday,
Wait a minute, Don. Wait a minute. You did say lifeguard, did you?
Yeah, why?
Well, it's just that I picture you more as a life raft. You know? With a pontoon and back there.
Well, you can joke all you want, but yesterday a man called for help, and I dived into the pool and saved him.
Really, Don?
Yes, sir. And you should have heard the way they bawled me out.
Bawled you out? You saved a man's life, didn't you?
Yeah, but when I jumped in the pool, 3 people sitting on the lawn almost drowned.
And I've been telling everyone it rained yesterday. But, Don...
Oh, Jack.
Yes, Bob?
Say,
Bob Crosby, ladies and gentlemen. What is it, Bob?
well, before we go any farther with the show, I'd like to take a roll call of the orchestra.
A roll call? Of the orchestra? We've never
right.
done that before.
Well, believe me, Jack, I know what I'm doing.
Well, all right. If you have to, go ahead, Bob.
Okay. George.
Here.
Kirchie.
Here.
Songer.
Here.
Remley.
Bob, I want to ask you, Bob, why do you have to go through this roll call?
Oh, I always do when we're out of town.
But why? Why?
Oh, I have to. I'm responsible to their Los Angeles parole board.
Oh, I see. Well, don't let me stand in the way of the law.
Hardy. Here. Tackleberry.
Wait a minute. Tackleberry's one of my writers.
He's on parole, too.
That's right. He keeps talking about the pen. I thought he meant paper mate. Well, anyway, I'm sure glad that all the boys are now if we can... Oh, hello, Mary.
Oh, hello, Jack. I'm sorry I'm late, Jack, but I was taking a golf lesson at Tamarisk, and I just didn't notice the time.
That's all right, Mary. So Ellsworth Vines gave you another lesson, eh?
No, I switched to one of the other fellas.
What was wrong?
I find out he's married.
Well, look, Mary, you don't have to make any dates here in Palm Springs. If you want to go out with someone, I'm here.
Oh, no, Jack, not with you.
What?
Your idea of an exciting time here is to walk down Palm Canyon Drive and watch people put nickels in the parking meters.
Yeah. Saturday was a dilly. $163.45. Now, let's get on with the show, because tonight we're... Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Here comes Dennis.
Well, what about it?
You know, Mary, every time that kid opens his mouth, he says something silly, and I'm aggravated for the rest of the week. But this time, he's not getting away with it. I'm ready for him.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hello, Jack.
Hello, Mr. Benny. Boy, 2 weeks in Palm Springs has sure made you look different.
You see, Mary, he's starting already.
I'm sorry I haven't been able to see more of you up here, but I've been very busy.
Busy, huh? What have you been doing?
Oh, swimming a little every day, getting lots of sleep, eating good food, and catching up on my reading.
You're reading, huh?
Yeah, it's nice and quiet up here, and I can concentrate. Hamlet requires a lot of attention.
Hamlet, huh?
I consider it to be Shakespeare's finest work, although I'd be the first to admit there are great qualities in Macbeth, Julius Caesar, and Othello. But to my way of thinking, Hamlet offers more scope and penetrates with a deeper insight into human nature.
That's enough, Dennis. I won't listen to that kind of talk.
But, Jack!
I don't care. I'm on a vacation. I'm not going to let him aggravate me.
But, Jack, he hasn't said anything silly.
I know, and he's doing it on purpose. Dennis, you're deliberately trying to annoy me.
Oh, no, I'm not, Mr. Benny.
Then how come you're talking intelligently?
I can't help it. I was out in the sun too long. But I discovered a way to keep cool.
You did?
Yeah, I get a big punch bowl, fill it full of shaved ice, put in 3 lemons, 2 oranges, some ginger ale, a quart of scotch, a bottle of Smirnoff vodka, and 5 maraschino cherries.
Dennis, you drink that?
No, I sit in it.
That's my boy. And Dennis, now that you're back to normal again, do me a favor. Just go over in the corner and don't bother me.
Okay. Do you mind if I read Hamlet?
Read. What a crazy kid.
Well, Jack, you won't have to put up with him much longer. Tomorrow we'll all be on our way back to Los Angeles.
I know, and I've got a big surprise for everyone. Since you're all leaving tomorrow and I'm going to be staying down here till after Christmas, I want you all to come to my place tonight for our annual Christmas party.
Oh, that's wonderful, Jack.
Everybody's invited. And Bob, make sure to bring the orchestra boys.
The orchestra boys?
Yeah. But tell them when we serve dinner to just casually walk into the dining room. Not to line up and march.
Okay, Jack, I'll tell them. But, gee, you better serve them the food right away or they'll start banging their cups on the table.
I'll serve them. And listen, kids, I got a nice big house that I rented. There's plenty of room. We'll have a tree, exchange gifts, and have a lot of fun. Don, you take over the show, will you? I'm going to leave right now and help Rochester get things ready.
All right, Jack.
Gee, I'm glad that drugstore was open so I could finish my Christmas shopping. See, I get Christmas presents from everywhere. CBS, Lucky Strike, even my hometown, Waukegan. I wonder what Waukegan will do for me this Christmas. Last year they did a wonderful thing. They destroyed my birth certificate. Now no one will ever know. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Santa needs a nickel here if he wants to park his sleigh. Yum bum bum da dum dum dum. Oh, pardon me, sir.
That's quite all. Mr. Benny!
Why, Mr. Kitzel! Well, Mr. Kitzel, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were here in Palm Springs.
Oh, yes, I'm here already the last few days.
Well, isn't that nice? Where are you staying?
A place called Harry's Hacienda.
Harry's Hacienda. I've never heard of that.
Nationally advertised, it isn't.
Well, if it isn't much of a place, I mean, why do you stay there?
Where else for $7 a day can you get room, board, and a desk full of picture postcards from the El Mirador?
I said, well, tell me, do they have a swimming pool?
Finally, I found it.
You mean the swimming pool is that small?
Small. This morning I had breakfast and the hole in my bagel was bigger.
Well, what's the difference as long as you're having fun? Say, Mr. Kitzel, I'm having my cast over this evening for a little get-together. How would you and your wife like to join us?
Thank you, but I'm afraid we couldn't make it. My wife is still upset from the steak ride last night.
Oh, your wife was on a steak ride.
Yes.
What happened?
It took 8 men to put her on the horse.
Oh, Mr. Kitzel, you must be joking. Your wife's not that heavy.
Me you could convince, but the horse you can.
You mean...
The next time that horse runs, it'll be from a bottle of glue.
Well, Mr. Kitzel, I'd like to talk to you longer, but I have to get home to help Rochester.
Go right ahead, Mr. Benny, and enjoy yourself.
Thank you. So long.
Goodbye. Oh, say, Mr. Benny.
Yes, Mr. Kitzel.
Tomorrow, if you got a little time, why don't you come over and visit me and my wife?
Well, I'll be glad to. How do I get to Harry's Hacienda?
From here, you go straight down Palm Canyon Drive for 5 blocks till you come to the Park Lane Hotel.
Uh-huh.
Then you turn left and follow that sign that says to Harry's Hacienda for 2 miles.
2 miles? But look, that'll take me way up in the mountains.
That's right. Harry is a goat.
A goat?
Yes.
Mr. Kitzel, you're joking.
Smell me.
What?
Goodbye, Mr. Benny.
Goodbye, Mr. Kitzel, and Merry Christmas.
And a happy Yule to you all.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. La la la, da-dum bum bum. Gee, it'll be fun being in Palm Springs for Christmas. Rochester, hand me some more tinsel for the tree, will you?
Here you are, Mr. Benny.
Yeah, I'm sure glad I decided to rent this house for Mr. and Mrs. Martin. It'll be just perfect for the party tonight.
Yeah.
Well, all the tinsel is on. I think I'll put on the ornaments. I'll put this nice red one up. Ouch! See, I'll put the blue one over here, and then... Ouch! And I'll put the green one up on top. There. Ouch! Oh, darn it.
Boss, I told you to get a Christmas tree instead of this cactus plant.
Well, Rochester, I'm not going out and buy a Christmas tree when I have a perfectly good one at home. I want to put these gifts under it. Let's see, here's Don's, some nice dates. And this one's for Mary. Oh, and Rochester, here's the one I'm giving Remley. Boy, will he be surprised.
How will he be surprised? You got shaving lotion written all over the package.
Well, you have to do that with Remley. When he opens a box and finds a bottle, he never stops to read the label. Last year, I gave him a miniature ship and a bottle. The mask stuck out of his mouth for 3 months. Every time I asked him something, he had to answer me through the crow's nest. Believe me, I know what I'm doing. Oh, Rock, that must be the gang. You let him in, and I'll go out in the kitchen and get the hors d'oeuvres.
Okay.
Well, hello,
Rochester. Come in, everybody. Mr. Benny's in the kitchen. He'll be right out. Make yourselves at home.
Hey, Jack's got a nice place here.
Yeah, but it's so cluttered up. Rochester, help me clean it up. I'll throw some of the stuff out.
Not that. That's the Christmas tree.
Christmas tree? Hey, that's nothing but an old cactus plant.
Oh, we would have had a tumbleweed, but the wind was blowing and we lost it coming through Indio.
Wait a minute. Look at that television set.
got a coin box attached to it with a slot to put money in.
Well, that's pay-as-you-see television. And Palm Springs is the only place where they're conducting this experiment.
Jack has the same attachment on his set in Beverly Hills, and it's no experiment.
Everybody's here. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Jack.
Well, kids, I'm glad you're all here. We'll have a nice... Oh, there's the phone.
I'll get it, boss.
Thanks, Rochester.
Say, Jack, this is a very nice place. I had no idea it was so large.
Oh, yes, there's the kitchen, dinette, living room, 2 bedrooms, and a patio. You know, Mary, when you're a big star, you got to have plenty of room to entertain.
Yeah. I just can't understand how you got all this for $85 a month.
What's the difference? I got it. Now, come on, everybody. Let's put all the presents under the tree and... Hey, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
I had 12 candy canes, and now there are only 11. Where's the other one?
Don't look at me.
I'm not looking at you, but if your conscience bothers you, they're 10 cents each.
Oh, don't be so silly.
Say, boss.
Yeah, Rochester. Who was that on the phone?
That was Mr. Coleman calling from Beverly Hills.
Oh, Ronald Coleman?
Yes, sir. He wanted to know if you'd be back in town for Christmas. And I told him that you couldn't possibly make it. You were staying in Palm Springs.
Gee, that was nice of Ronnie to call. Is he planning a Christmas party?
Now, yes.
Huh?
He said he'd check with me later about New Year's.
All right, all right.
Hey, gang, why don't we open up our Christmas presents?
No, it's too early. Everyone can take their gifts, but let's not open them until Christmas.
Gee, I'm embarrassed, Mr. Benny. I got you a gift, but I left it at my hotel room.
Oh, that's all right, Dennis. You didn't have to bother getting me anything anyway.
Well, truthfully, I didn't know what to get you. You have practically everything, but I went all over Palm Springs and I finally found something.
Really? What'd you get me, Dennis?
A Gila monster.
A Gila monster?
Yeah, the man only charged me $3 for it.
Dennis, a Gila monster is a deadly, poisonous, and vicious reptile. Why, it could snap a man's arm off.
No wonder it took him so long to wrap the package.
Dennis, if that poisonous thing is in your room, you better call your hotel right now and warn them.
Yeah, I guess I better.
Hey, come on, kids. Let's have some fun. Let's get this party rolling.
Yeah,
huh?
let's play some games.
Okay, but first I want to show you something, Mary.
Me?
Yeah, come on out in the hall for a second.
All right.
Well, here we are. Look up, Mary.
Why, Jack, it's mistletoe.
That's right. And that means that I get to kiss you.
Oh, Jack.
Now, come on, Mary. Give me a kiss. Now, pucker up.
All right. There.
I knew it. You ate the candy cane. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
All right. Here's your 10 cents. For a minute, I thought you were getting romantic.
Romantic, schmantic. A crime must be solved. Now, come back. Let's get back to the party.
Mary, what was going on out there in the hall?
Ask Boston Blackie.
Never mind. Hey, Dennis, did you call your hotel about that Gila monster?
Yeah.
What did they say?
Nothing. The phone keeps ringing and ringing, but nobody answers.
What?
Do you mind if I stay here tonight?
Now, come on, let's get things started here. Let's all sing Jingle Bells.
Yeah, let's all sing, huh?
What's that noise?
Remley wants to go home.
Remley, put down that hacksaw and use the door. What a gang. Now, come on, kid, let's sing Jingle Bells. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Quiet now!
Jingle bells,
Hold it!
What's going on here?
Hold it, kids, it's the owner. What's the matter, Mr. Martin?
I'll tell you what's the matter. I'm not going to stand for noisy parties like this going on in my house.
Now, wait a second, Mr. Martin. So what if we are making a little noise? You're forgetting I'm paying you $85 a month to rent this house.
Whoever dreamed you'd be throwing wild parties? When you came to me, you looked like a nice, quiet old man.
But look,
now I find out you're a Hollywood playboy.
Look, Mr. Martin.
And what are those convicts doing here?
Those are my musicians.
Fellas, this is a party. Stop making those license plates. For heaven's sake. They're not home unless they're in jail.
I guess we were a little loud, Mr. Martin, but we didn't know you were here.
We were only having a little Christmas party.
A Christmas party?
Yes, if you prefer, we can leave.
Well,
We didn't even get to sing the Christmas carols.
Christmas carols.
Yes, we always sing Christmas carols.
Gee, I'd love to hear that.
Well, why don't you and your wife join us?
You really mean that, Mr. Benny?
Certainly, the more the merrier.
Gee, thanks. I'll go get my wife and we'll join you in a party.
Now, Dennis, go get her. Dennis, every year at my Christmas party, you always sing a nice medley of Christmas carols.
Yes, sir.
Well, how about singing them first now?
I'd be glad to.
Quiet, everybody. Dennis is going to sing. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my sponsor and my entire staff, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
The Jack Benny Program. The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Rochester, Dennis Day, Bob Crosby, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the middle of the Christmas shopping season, and as usual, Jack is going to his favorite department store to purchase gifts for his gang. But before we go Christmas shopping, I'd like to take you to a modest little home in the suburbs of Los Angeles. The home belongs to a department store salesman and his wife. It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Mel, wake up! Mel?
What?
You were having a bad dream.
Oh, yeah. That same nightmare. I always have it this time of year, Beatrice.
About that blue-eyed old man that comes to the store for his Christmas shopping?
Yeah. Only this dream was worse. I looked at his hands, and instead of fingers, he had shoelaces. On one hand, the fingernails were plastic tips, and on the other hand was metal tips. Why do I always have to dream about him?
Now, Mel, control yourself. Maybe he won't come into the store this year.
Oh, he'll come. He's been coming in and driving me nuts for over 15 years.
Well, don't worry about it. Maybe he's mellowed. Maybe he'll be kinder now that he's getting old.
He was old 15 years ago.
Look, Mel. Look, you go to the store, and during my lunch hour, I'll come down to your department, and if you've had any trouble, I'll relieve you. Anyway, there's very little chance of seeing him now that you're in the art department.
Yeah, guess that's right, Beatrice. He don't look like the kind of guy who would go in for painting. He ain't the artistic type.
Mr. Benny, you've still got quite a few more names on your Christmas list.
Yeah, I still have to get something from my producer and Miss Livingston now, so you can do your personal shopping.
Thank you. And will it be all right if I charge my things to your account?
Charge it? What happened to the Christmas bonus I gave you?
I lost it.
Lost your bonus? Gambling?
Oh, no. I had a hole in my pocket and it rolled down the sewer.
Now, wait a minute, Roch. Stop making up jokes. I gave you a $25 check for a Christmas bonus.
I know, Mr. Benny, but I can't cash that check until after next Monday.
Why not?
Me and the check are appearing on You Asked For It.
Oh, yes. We'll show them. I'll meet you here later, Rochester.
Okay.
Gee, I still haven't gotten anything from Mary. I know what I'll do. I'll buy her a negligee. Now, where's the negligee department? Oh, that must be the floor walker over there, that man in striped trousers and the cutaway coat. Oh, mister!
Yeah?
Are you the floor walker?
No, I'm a pallbearer, but my handle broke.
Look, I didn't come here for corny conversation. All I want to know is where I can buy a negligee.
On the 3rd floor, but I don't think they have anything in your size.
Now, don't be so smart. It's not for me.
Oh, for your wife?
No, I'm not married.
Don't tell me you got to look that way all by yourself.
Now, cut that out. Anyway, I don't need you. I'll find it. And the store is so crowded, I don't think I'll ever finish them. Hey, it looks like my orchestra arranger, Malin Merrick. Hi, Malin.
Oh, hello, Jack.
Doing your Christmas shopping, eh?
Yes, I'm getting some gifts for the boys in the band.
Gee, it's a nuisance, isn't it, trying to get...
Hiya, Bud. Long time no see.
Huh? Oh, hello.
So long, Bud. See you around.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Jack, who was that fella?
Oh, he's a racetrack tout. He's always trying to talk me out of everything. I got to finish my shopping. So long, Malin.
Oh, just a minute, Jack.
Yeah?
I'm having a big party on New Year's Eve.
I know. You've already invited me.
Yes, and I thought that since you've given so many parties, you could help me out a bit. You see, I've already hired a caterer, and I thought you might recommend a good bartender.
Well, now, that's the silliest thing, Mal, spending good money on a bartender. Why don't you get one of the boys in your band? I mean, get Frank Remley. Nobody knows more about drinks than he does.
No, I wouldn't try that again, Jack. He was the bartender at the last party I gave.
Well, what happened?
Well, the first guest to arrive walked up and ordered a scotch and soda.
Uh-huh.
Remley bent down, got the scotch, never came up again.
No kidding. Well, thanks for inviting me anyway. I'll see you New Year's. Man,
Good.
I'll be there.
And, Jack, if you run into Don Wilson, see if you can persuade him to come to the party, too.
Persuade Don Wilson?
Yes. He never wants to go anywhere since he's taking up painting as a hobby.
Painting as a hobby? Say, I'm glad you mentioned that, Malin. I was worried what to get Don. For Don, you know, last year I got him a box of dates with nuts in them and everything. Now I'll get him some paints. I'm going to the art department. I'll see you later. They sure have everything for the artist here. Where's the salesman? Oh, there he is. Oh, clerk.
Yes, sir. What can I... It's you again.
Huh?
How do you find me every year? You got radar or something?
What are you talking about?
Gee, he doesn't recognize me. Maybe everything's going to be okay.
What are you mumbling about, clerk?
Oh, nothing. What can I do for you, sir?
Well, a friend of mine has taken up painting as a hobby, and I'd like to get him a nice set of paints.
Oh, very good, sir. Now, here's a set that's very popular and reasonable, too. It's only $9.95.
Well, gee, those tubes of paint seem very small.
Well, that's right, sir, but they're the best paints, and in addition to the primary colors, it also contains such exotic colors as vermilion, chartreuse, turquoise, cerise, heliotrope, citron, purple fuchsia, cardinal red, burnt orange, midnight blue, and shocking pink.
Yeah, it has a lot. See, that's a beautiful color right there. That's the most beautiful color I've ever seen. What do you call it?
Money green.
Well, I'll take it. Now, I'd like it gift wrapped.
Yes, sir. I'll be back in a second with it. Gee, he didn't even recognize me. And he didn't give me the least bit of trouble. In fact, he was real sweet. Oh, boy, I'm lucky. I'll say I'm lucky. This is my lucky day. There. Yeah, that looks pretty. Well, here you are, sir. That'll be 10 1/4, including tax.
10 1/4? Gee, that seems like a lot to pay for just a few paints. Huh?
Well, not when you consider what you're getting. Most people don't mind paying the extra money for oil paints. They last so much longer than the watercolors.
Oh. You have watercolors, too?
Me and my big stupid mouth. I had to tell him yet. I couldn't let well enough alone. I had to tell him.
Clerk, how much is the watercolor set?
$3.95, but they're not near as nice as these are.
I don't care. I want to see the watercolor set.
Okay, I'll have to climb this ladder to get it. It's on the top shelf. I had to tell him. Wish I could paint red spots on my face so he'd think I had smallpox and he'd go away. I wish I had smallpox. It wouldn't do any good. This guy's lived so long, he must be immune to everything. But it's my own fault. Here's the watercolor set, mister. Look at it.
Say, this looks okay.
But it's only got 5 colors, gray, blue, black, red, and 30 brown.
I don't care. It's $3.95 and I'll take it. Now gift wrap it and I'll be back.
I know you will.
Come on. Now let's see. What else do I have to get? Gee, I still haven't gone to the lingerie department for Mary's gift.
Yes? What can I do for you, young man?
I'd like to buy a Christmas gift for my mother.
Well, a negligee is always a very suitable gift. Now, here's a lovely one that I'm sure would please your mother.
No, she wouldn't like that one. She never wears anything with a low neckline.
Oh, is she modest?
No, she's tattooed.
Well, here's something that might suit your mother more.
Gee, that looks nice. Only I'd like it in a brighter color. You see, my father is always depressed, and bright colors cheer him up.
Oh, well, we have a large selection of colors. But tell me, what size does your mother wear?
Well, gee, I don't know, but she's about as tall as you are.
Oh, does she have my build?
If she did, my father wouldn't need cheering up.
Well, now, how does this one seem?
Oh, that looks about the right size. I think she'll like it very much. Will you wrap it up and charge it, please?
Yes, sir. Now, who shall I charge this to?
To me. My name is Dennis Day.
Dennis Day?
Uh-huh.
The singer?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, gee, Mr. Day, I'm one of your most ardent fans. I buy all your records and everything. Why, when I hear you sing, I just quiver and shake all over.
3 coins in the fountain. There they lie in the fountain. Which one will the fountain...
Mr. Day! I'm not joking. No, I'm really a great admirer of yours.
Oh, well, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Dennis! Oh, Dennis!
Huh? Oh, hello, Mr. Benny.
Say, I heard you singing. I was way on the other side of the store, but I thought it was a record.
Maybe that's because I've got a hole in my head. Well, I got to run along, Mr. Benny. I still have lots of shopping to do.
Same here. So long, kid. Oh, Miss.
Yes, sir?
I'd like to get a gift for a girlfriend.
Well, just a moment, sir. That man at the end of the counter was here first.
Well, that's quite all right. Jingle bells, da-dum-bum-bum.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Benny.
Yeah, Rochester, did you finish your shopping?
Uh-huh. I even got a present for you.
Oh, that's nice. What is it?
Oh, now wait till Christmas.
Oh, come on, tell me, Rochester. You know how I hate waiting. Is it something I can wear?
Uh-huh.
Is it something I'd wear above the waist?
Uh-huh.
A shirt?
Nope.
Is it something I wear above the shoulders?
Uh-huh.
I've got it. It's a hat.
No, but it's right under it.
Well, that's a strange gift to give me. Why should you get me that?
Well, I ruined one of your good ones. I threw it in the Bendix and all the curls came out of it.
Well, don't throw it away. Save it in case I ever get the part of an Indian in a picture.
Okay. Are you done with your shopping, Mr. Benny?
Not quite, but you know, I always have trouble getting something for Don Wilson, and this time I think I got him a gift he'll like. A set of paints.
Oh, he should like that, boss. Whenever he sees me, he talks to me about painting. He's really crazy about that hobby.
I know, and I got him a lovely set of watercolors.
Watercolors? Oh, he's way beyond that. For the past few months, he's been painting with nothing but oils.
Oils? Are you sure?
I'm positive.
So Don only uses oil paints. Excuse me, Rochester. I'll see you later.
Gonna white, there's no sun up in the sky, stormy weather.
Oh, clerk.
Oh, it's you again. Here's your watercolors, all gift wrapped and everything.
Well, I've changed my mind. I want the oils.
No, this can't be happening to me. I lead a good life. I'm kind to my mother. It can't be happening. It just can't.
Look, control yourself.
Okay, I'm getting calmer. I'll control myself.
Good.
Only, mister, do me a favor and tell me something, will you?
Certainly.
What business are you in?
I'm a comedian.
Well, what's funny about this?
Look, Look, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not trying to be funny. I just made a simple request. I want the watercolors changed to oils. Now, please gift wrap them, and I'll be back to pick them up later. Look who's here, Mr. Kitzel. Say, how you coming along with your Christmas shopping?
Practically finished.
Did you buy some nice presents?
Wonderful, especially for my magnificent mother-in-law.
Oh, your mother-in-law?
Yeah, this year I'm giving to my mother-in-law such a gift. I'm proud I thought of it. A trip to Hawaii.
Why, Mr. Kitzel, what a wonderful thing to give a mother-in-law. A round trip to Hawaii.
Who said anything about a round trip? Well, I better run along. Goodbye, Mr. Benny.
Okay, well, Merry Christmas, Mr. Kitzel.
Happy Utah to you.
Here you are, sir. And I assure you it's a lovely gift.
Well, thank you.
And I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. And do come back again.
I don't even know if I'm going to leave. You know, you're one of the most attractive salesmen.
Miss, can you please?
Oh, hello, Don.
Well, hi, Jack. Hey, I'll bet I know something you don't know.
What's that?
I ran into Bagby, the piano player, and now I know what the boys in the band are going to give you for Christmas.
What?
Beautiful set of golf clubs.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? I can use a new set. I can hardly wait till Christmas.
Well, you may even get them before Christmas if the paint dries.
Paint? What paint?
Where they scratched off the owner's name.
Well, they should have left the name on. I'd know who not to play with. What characters they are. By the way, Don, how's your wife?
Oh, she's fine now.
Now?
Yeah, just a few weeks ago, she broke out in hives, and her eyes were always watering, and the doctors didn't know what it was until they found out she had an allergy.
Gosh, what was she allergic to?
The oil in oil paints.
No.
Yeah, so now I'm going to have to go back to watercolors.
You use only watercolors now, Don?
That's right.
Excuse me, Don. I've got to go somewhere.
Now, Melville, control yourself.
I can't control myself, Beatrice. I'm going to quit.
Now, Mel, it can't be that bad.
Can't be that bad. Look, in the first place, how he finds me, I'll never know. But first he buys oil paints, then he changes them to watercolors, then back to oils, then watercolors, then oils. He keeps coming back like a boomerang. Me, I'm going to the office right now and quit.
Now, look, Mel, I'll tell you what to do. You go and take a nice long lunch hour and lie down, and I'll take your place at the counter.
Well, okay. When he comes, that's his package of oil paints right there.
All right.
I'll see you later.
Poor Mel. Gets upset so easily. I can't let him quit now. It'll ruin all our plans. We worked in the store together so long. We met in the store. He even proposed to me in the store. And now we're married.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Well, where's the clerk who's usually here?
Well, he's gone to lunch, but perhaps I can help you.
Well, I'm supposed to have a package of oil paints ready for me.
Yes, sir. Wait a minute. This must be the man who's been driving Mel crazy. Yet it can't be. This guy couldn't bother anybody. He's such a kindly-looking old schnook. Here you are, sir, a package of gift-wrapped oil paints. $10.25, sir.
Look, miss, I changed my mind. I'd like to get a box of watercolors instead.
But, sir, you... All right, I'll gift-wrap the watercolors. The customer's always right. I'll get some watercolors and wrap them, and I'll be right back.
See, while she's gone, I'd better write out a card for Don. Let's see, I want it to be something clever. Oh, I've got it. To Don Wilson. Here's lots of colors for portraits to paint, but don't paint yourself, 'cause that much there ain't. Say, that's cute. And people say I need writers. I'll sign it Jack Benny. Oh, miss.
Here are your watercolors. Isn't that a pretty package?
Yes, it is. Now, will you please unwrap it and put this card inside?
Unwrap it. Card inside. Mister, I went to a lot of trouble unwrapping the other one and gift wrapping this one. Have a little consideration, will you? Don't be so mean and so selfish.
Well, you're just as bad as that idiot clerk who went to lunch.
Idiot! Listen, you jerk, you're talking about my Melville.
I don't care who I'm talking about. Now unwrap that package and put the card inside.
Oh, no, not me. I know all about you. Melville warned me.
Look, miss.
First you wanted oil paints, then watercolors, then oil paints, then dates with nuts, and then plain dates.
Dates?
Then plastic tips, then metal tips, then plastic tips, then metal dates, then water tips. Then
Look,
dates
miss.
with oil, then plastic water, then shoelaces with nuts.
Look, miss.
Oh, I'm wise to you. You drove my husband crazy, but you're not going to do it to me.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I'll just send Don a card this year.
Well, boss, have you got everything?
Yes, I have.
Say, that's sure a pretty package. It looks so Christmassy with all that red paper.
That's not red paper, that's blood.
Blood?
I never thought she'd punch me in the nose. Good night, folks.
The Jack Benny Program. From Palm Springs, California, the Lucky Strike Program, starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Rochester, Dennis Day, Bob Crosby, and yours truly, Don. Ladies and gentlemen, as always at the height of the tourist season here, Palm Springs is just full of celebrities. But now I give you the celebrity the whole town is talking about because he's the only one paying summer rates. And here he is, Jack Benny.
Thank you. Hello again. This is Jack Benny talking. And Don, I don't care if the whole town is talking about me because in Palm Springs, talk is the only thing that's cheap. Believe me. Huh?
Yeah, I know what you mean, Jack, but I've worked out a pretty good deal where I'm staying.
Where, at the Biltmore?
Yeah, I get 50% off of my bill, and in return, I put in 3 hours a day as a lifeguard. And yesterday, I...
Wait a minute, Don. Wait a minute. You did say lifeguard, did you?
Yeah, why?
Well, it's just that I picture you more as a life raft. You know?
With a pontoon and back there.
Well, you can joke all you want, but yesterday a man called for help, and I dived into the pool and saved him.
Really, Don?
Yes, sir. And you should have heard the way they bawled me out.
Bawled you out? You saved a man's life, didn't you?
Yeah, but when I jumped in the pool, 3 people sitting on the lawn almost drowned.
And I've been telling everyone it rained yesterday. But, Don...
Oh, Jack.
Yes, Bob?
Say,
Bob Crosby, ladies and gentlemen. What is it, Bob?
well, before we go any farther with the show, I'd like to take a roll call of the orchestra.
A roll call? Of the orchestra? We've
That's
never
right.
done that before.
Well, believe me, Jack, I know what I'm doing.
Well, all right. If you have to, go ahead, Bob.
Okay. George. Here. Kirchie. Here. Songer. Here. Remley.
Bob, I want to ask you, Bob, why do you have to go through this roll call?
Oh, I always do when we're out of town.
But why? Why?
Oh, I have to. I'm responsible to their Los Angeles parole board.
Oh, I see. Well, don't let me stand in the way of the law.
Hardy. Here. Tackleberry.
Wait a minute. Tackleberry's one of my writers.
He's on parole, too.
That's right. He keeps talking about the pen. I thought he meant papermate. Well, anyway, I'm sure glad that all the boys are now, if we can... Oh, hello, Mary.
Oh, hello, Jack. I'm sorry I'm late, Jack, but I was taking a golf lesson at Tamarisk, and I just didn't notice the time.
That's all right, Mary. So Ellsworth Vines gave you another lesson, eh?
No, I switched to one of the other fellas.
What was wrong?
I find out he's married.
Well, look, Mary, you don't have to make any dates here in Palm Springs. If you want to go out with someone, I'm here.
Oh, no, Jack, not with you.
What?
Your idea of an exciting time here is to walk down Palm Canyon Drive and watch people put nickels in the parking meters.
Yeah. Saturday was a dilly. $163.45. Let's get on with the show, because tonight we're... Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Here comes Dennis.
Well, what about it?
You know, Mary, every time that kid opens his mouth, he says something silly, and I'm aggravated for the rest of the week. But this time, he's not getting away with it. I'm ready for him.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hello, Jack.
Hello, Mr. Benny. Boy, 2 weeks in Palm Springs has sure made you look different.
You see, Mary, he's starting already.
I'm sorry I haven't been able to see more of you up here, but I've been very busy.
Busy, huh? What have you been doing?
Oh, swimming a little every day, getting lots of sleep, eating good food, and catching up on my reading.
You're reading, huh?
Yeah, it's nice and quiet up here, and I can concentrate. Hamlet requires a lot of attention.
Hamlet, huh?
I consider it to be Shakespeare's finest work, although I'd be the first to admit there are great qualities in Macbeth, Julius Caesar, and Othello. But to my way of thinking, Hamlet offers more scope and penetrates with a deeper insight into human nature.
That's enough, Dennis. I won't listen to that kind of talk.
But, Jack!
I don't care. I'm on a vacation. I'm not going to let him aggravate me.
But, Jack, he hasn't said anything silly.
I know, and he's doing it on purpose. Dennis, you're deliberately trying to annoy me.
Oh, no, I'm not, Mr. Benny.
Then how come you're talking intelligently?
I can't help it. I was out in the sun too long. But I discovered a way to keep cool.
You did?
Yeah, I get a big punch bowl, fill it full of shaved ice, put in 3 lemons, 2 oranges, some ginger ale, a quart of scotch, a bottle of Smirnoff vodka, and 5 maraschino cherries.
Dennis, you drink that?
No, I sit in it.
That's my boy. And Dennis, now that you're back to normal again, do me a favor. Just go over in the corner and don't bother me.
Okay. Do you mind if I read Hamlet?
Read. What a crazy kid.
Well, Jack, you won't have to put up with him much longer. Tomorrow we'll all be on our way back to Los Angeles.
I know, and I've got a big surprise for everyone. Since you're all leaving tomorrow and I'm going to be staying down here till after Christmas, I want you all to come to my place tonight for our annual Christmas party.
Oh, that's wonderful, Jack.
Everybody's invited. And Bob, make sure to bring the orchestra boys.
The orchestra boys?
Yeah. But tell them when we serve dinner to just casually walk into the dining room. Not to line up and march.
Okay, Jack, I'll tell them. But, gee, you better serve them the food right away or they'll start banging their cups on the table.
I'll serve them. And listen, kids, I got a nice big house that I rented. There's plenty of room. We'll have a tree, exchange gifts, and have a lot of fun. Don, you take over the show, will you? I'm going to leave right now and help Rochester get things ready.
All right, Jack.
Gee, I'm glad that drugstore was open so I could finish my Christmas shopping. Gee, I get Christmas presents from everywhere. CBS, Lucky Strike, even my hometown, Waukegan. I wonder what Waukegan will do for me this Christmas. Last year they did a wonderful thing. They destroyed my birth certificate. Now no one will ever know. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Santa needs a nickel here if he wants to park his sleigh. Yum bum bum da dum dum dum. Oh, pardon me, sir.
That's quite a Mr. Benny.
Why, Mr. Kitzel! Well, Mr. Kitzel, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were here in Palm Springs.
Oh, yes, I'm here already the last few days.
Well, isn't that nice? Where are you staying?
A place called Harry's Hacienda.
Harry's Hacienda. I've never heard of that.
Nationally advertised, it isn't.
Well, if it isn't much of a place, I mean, why do you stay there?
Where else for $7 a day can you get room, board, and a desk full of picture postcards from the El Mirador?
Oh, I see. Well, tell me, do they have a swimming pool?
Finally, I found it.
You mean the swimming pool is that small?
Small. This morning I had breakfast and the hole in my bagel was bigger.
Well, what's the difference as long as you're having fun? Say, Mr. Kitzel, I'm having my cast over this evening for a little get-together. How would you and your wife like to join us?
Thank you, but I'm afraid we couldn't make it. My wife is still upset from the steak ride last night.
Oh, your wife was on a steak ride.
Yes.
What happened?
It took 8 men to put her on the horse.
Oh, Mr. Kitzel, you must be joking. Your wife's not that heavy.
Me you could convince, but the horse you can.
You mean...
The next time that horse runs, it'll be from a bottle of glue.
Well, Mr. Kitzel, I'd like to talk to you longer, but I have to get home to help Rochester.
Go right ahead, Mr. Benny, and enjoy yourself.
Thank you. So long.
Goodbye. Oh, say, Mr. Benny.
Yes, Mr. Kitzel.
Tomorrow, if you got a little time, why don't you come over and visit me and my wife?
Well, I'll be glad to. How do I get to Harry's Hacienda?
From here, you go straight down Palm Canyon Drive for 5 blocks till you come to the Park Lane Hotel.
Uh-huh.
Then you turn left and follow that sign that says to Harry's Hacienda for 2 miles.
2 miles? But look, that'll take me way up in the mountains.
That's right. Harry is a goat.
A goat?
Yes.
Mr. Kitzel, you're joking.
Smell me.
What?
Goodbye, Mr. Benny.
Goodbye, Mr. Kitzel, and Merry Christmas.
And a happy Yule to you all.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. La la la, da dum bum bum. It'll be fun being in Palm Springs for Christmas. Rochester, hand me some more tinsel for the tree, will you?
Here you are, Mr. Benny.
Gee, I'm sure glad I decided to rent this house for Mr. and Mrs. Martin. It'll be just perfect for the party tonight.
Yeah.
Well, all the tinsel is down. I think I'll put on the ornaments. I'll put this nice red one up. Ouch! See, I'll put the blue one over here, and then... Ouch! And I'll put the green one up on top. There. Ouch! Oh, darn it.
Boss, I told you to get a Christmas tree instead of this cactus plant.
Rochester, I'm not going out and buy a Christmas tree when I have a perfectly good one at home. I want to put these gifts under it. Let's see, here's Don's, some nice dates, and this one's for Mary. Oh, and Rochester, here's the one I'm giving Remley. Boy, will he be surprised.
How will he be surprised? You got shaving lotion written all over the package.
Well, you have to do that with Remley. When he opens a box and finds a bottle, he never stops to read the label. Last year, I gave him a miniature ship and a bottle. The mask stuck out of his mouth for 3 months. Every time I asked him something, he had to answer me through the crow's nest. Believe me, I know what I'm doing. Oh, Rock, that must be the gang. You let him in, and I'll go out in the kitchen and get the hors d'oeuvres.
Okay.
Well, hello, Rochester.
Come in, everybody. Mr. Benny's in the kitchen. He'll be right out. Make yourselves at home.
Hey, Jack's got a nice place here.
Yeah, but it's so cluttered up. Rochester, help me clean it up. I'll throw some of this stuff out.
Not that. That's the Christmas tree.
Christmas tree? Hey, that's nothing but an old cactus plant.
Oh, we would have had a tumbleweed, but the wind was blowing and we lost it coming through Indio.
Wait a minute. Look at that television set. It's got a coin box attached to it with a slot to put money in.
Well, that's pay-as-you-see television. And Palm Springs is the only place where they're conducting this experiment.
Jack has the same attachment on his set in Beverly Hills, and it's no experiment.
Everybody's here. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Jack.
Well, kids, I'm glad you're all here. We'll have a nice... Oh, there's the phone.
I'll get it, boss.
Thanks, Rochester.
Say, Jack, this is a very nice place. I had no idea it was so large.
Oh, yes, there's a kitchen, dinette, living room, 2 bedrooms, and a patio. You know, Mary, when you're a big star, you got to have plenty of room to entertain.
Yeah. I just can't understand how you got all this for $85 a month.
What's the difference? I got it. Now, come on, everybody. Let's put all the presents under the tree and... Hey, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
I had 12 candy canes, and now there are only 11. Where's the other one?
Don't look at me.
I'm not looking at you, but if your conscience bothers you, they're 10 cents each.
Oh, don't be so silly.
Say, boss.
Yeah, Rochester. Who was that on the phone?
That was Mr. Coleman calling from Beverly Hills.
Oh, Ronald Coleman?
Yes, sir. He wanted to know if you'd be back in town for Christmas. And I told him that you couldn't possibly make it. You were staying in Palm Springs.
Gee, that was nice of Ronnie to call. Is he planning a Christmas party?
Now, yes.
Huh?
He said he'd check with me later about New Year's.
All right.
Hey, gang, why don't we open up our Christmas presents?
No, it's too early. Everyone can take their gifts, but let's not open them until Christmas.
Gee, I'm embarrassed, Mr. Benny. I got you a gift, but I left it at my hotel room.
Oh, that's all right, Dennis. You didn't have to bother getting me anything anyway.
Well, truthfully, I didn't know what to get you. You have practically everything, but I went all over Palm Springs and I finally found something.
Really? What'd you get me, Dennis?
A Gila monster.
A Gila monster?
Yeah, the man only charged me $3 for it.
Dennis, a Gila monster is a deadly, poisonous, and vicious reptile. Why, it could snap a man's arm off.
No wonder it took him so long to wrap the package.
Dennis, if that poisonous thing is in your room, you better call your hotel right now and warn them.
Yeah, I guess I better.
Hey, come on, kids. Let's have some fun. Let's get this party rolling.
Yeah,
huh?
let's play some games.
Okay, but first I want to show you something, Mary.
Me?
Yeah, come on out in the hall for a second.
All right.
Well, here we are. Look up, Mary.
Why, Jack, it's mistletoe.
That's right. And that means that I get to kiss you.
Oh, Jack.
Now, come on, Mary. Give me a kiss. Now, pucker up.
All right. There.
I knew it. You ate the candy cane. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
All right. Here's your 10 cents. For a minute, I thought you were getting romantic.
Romantic, schmantic. A crime must be solved. Now, come back. Let's get back to the party.
Mary, what was going on out there in the hall?
Ask Boston Blackie.
Never mind. Hey, Dennis. Dennis, did you call your hotel about that Gila monster?
Yeah.
What did they say?
Nothing. The phone keeps ringing and ringing, but nobody answers.
What?
Do you mind if I stay here tonight?
Now, come on, let's get things started here. Let's all sing Jingle Bells.
Yeah, let's all sing, huh?
What's that noise?
Remley wants to go home.
Remley, put down that hacksaw and use the door. What a gang. Now, come on, kid, let's sing Jingle Bells. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey, quiet now!
Jingle bells,
Hold it! What's going on here?
Hold it, kids, it's the owner. What's the matter, Mr. Martin?
I'll tell you what's the matter. I'm not going to stand for noisy parties like this going on at my house.
Now, wait a second, Mr. Martin. So what if we are making a little noise? You're forgetting I'm paying you $85 a month to rent this house.
Whoever dreamed you'd be throwing wild parties? When you came to me, you looked like a nice, quiet old man.
But look,
now I find out you're a Hollywood playboy.
Look, Mr. Martin.
And what are those convicts doing here?
Those are my musicians. Fellas, this is a party. Stop making those license plates. For heaven's sake. They're not at home unless they're in jail.
I guess we were a little loud, Mr. Martin, but we didn't know you were here.
We were only having a little Christmas party.
A Christmas party?
Yes, if you prefer, we can leave.
Well,
We didn't even get to sing the Christmas carols.
Christmas carols.
Yes, we always sing Christmas carols.
Gee, I'd love to hear that.
Well, why don't you and your wife join us?
You really mean that, Mr. Benny?
Certainly, the more the merrier.
Gee, thanks. I'll go get my wife and we'll join you in a party.
Now, Dennis, go get her. Dennis, every year at my Christmas party, you always sing a nice medley of Christmas carols.
Yes, sir.
Well, how about singing them first now?
I'd be glad to.
Quiet, everybody. Dennis is going to sing. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my sponsor and my entire staff, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas.